Hello, I'm HQ of HQ Reacts. If you find yourself here and you're not subscribed, please like, share, and subscribe. If you find me on other social media platforms, please follow me, like, share, and subscribe. We are trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. So, you can catch me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Hello, I'm HQ of HQ Reacts. Hey. This is HQ here. recovering from a cold, but I am still here. How is everyone on this amazing Monday morning after Monday afternoon? We have our potential candidate, and hopefully we can find some candidates. I looked up some, got some more, did what we had to do to look up women, look up some men. Hey, drink some tea. No, it's when the weather changes, I get a cold. Doesn't matter what it is, where I'm at. If it's hot outside, cold outside, if the weather shifts in any way, I get sick. And that's exactly what happened. So, how is everybody? And hopefully we can get some coffee, tea candidates like we want to, because I surely did have them listed and ready to go, because we have some beautiful women out here. We just have to be able to find the right candidate, find the right people that are interested in these ladies, and hopefully you guys like these girls. Hopefully, you know. Let's get to our first ladies. Black America, Slick Brooks. Yes, freak. Here we are. Let's see.
Okay. Is your name Amy?
Yes, my name is Amy.
Amy, where are you calling me from?
Vancouver.
Do you have my
Canada.
headphones?
Yes. Do you need me to take them off?
No, it's fine. I can hear you good.
Okay. Well, Vancouver, Canada. Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 41.
Okay, 41. What you do for a living?
HR consulting.
Okay. Do you have any kids?
No kids.
No kids. Amy, Vancouver, 41, HR, no kids. Have you ever been married?
No.
Never married. And what's your zodiac sign?
Aries.
Aries. So we got Amy, Vancouver, Canada, 41, Aries, HR, no kids, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Christian. Points if they're Catholic, because I'm Catholic. And kind. A man who's kind to himself and others.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
An unkind man. So unkind to himself and others. And he has to have a relationship with God. I'm sorry. He has to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should he look a certain way?
No. I find character trumps looks. It's a nice to have if they look nice, but character over everything.
Say it again.
Character. Just be a good person. That's all I need.
A big person. Okay.
Good person.
No, I mean, she's not particularly outstanding looking wise, but she doesn't have any kids. She's never married. I can tell her maybe there's, the religious thing. We have to see how far I go down the rabbit hole with the religious thing. But it seems as though that may lead her whole life in her whole direction, which might tell the tale. Who knows? But she seems like okay. She's okay candidate.
Okay. should he make a certain amount of money?
Enough that he's confident.
Enough that he's confident. Ooh.
Yeah, like if he's confident, like he has to at least be, just confident, self-assured. I don't want to have to stroke anyone's ego, because it doesn't matter how much you make, it's how you use it, how much you save. It's just about being responsible. So if you're confident with the amount of money you have, then it's fine.
Okay, that's the first. So whatever your tax bracket is, you better be a confident man in that tax bracket.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh, yes. Give me a second. I'm babysitting
She don't look that bad.
my nephew, so I'm trying to go.
Braces on. She has braces on.
Oops. Shoot.
On her teeth.
How does this work? Oh, it works.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Okay, let's see if it works here. Oh,
There we go. Okay. Very classy.
not a.
Yeah.
We got you. Okay, we see you, girl. You look cute.
Thank you.
Okay. So we got Amy, Vancouver. Do you want the man to be in Canada?
No, it's fine.
You want the man to be in Canada?
No, it's fine. I can travel, and hopefully they can too.
Okay. 41, what's the age range you would date?
36 to 55.
Okay. 36 to 55. Could the guy have kids?
Yes. Hopefully, just one baby. The mother of his children should be just one person, and he should have a great relationship with them.
Right.
Okay. When was your last relationship?
3 years ago, I think.
3 years ago. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I'll pass. Thanks.
3 flaws you have to work on.
Time management is one. I'm time blind. I make it to the things that are important, but my personal life, I take my time sometimes.
She takes your time.
I try to help a little too much. I'm a little too helpful. I'm learning to dial things down. Just let people figure things out themselves. Not try to fix everything. And I think the third thing ties into the second, where I overextend myself and I find I have to pull back and rest. So I'm learning to just go with the flow, take things easy, trust that, the universe, that everyone else.
Why they gotta get overly complicated with this shit? It's not that complicated. I don't like to be late. I can't stand dirty people. I can't stand it's not that difficult. Flaws. It's not that difficult.
Has things in check. They'll take care of it. I'm fine.
Okay. Well, let's do it. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you? Did I just ask you that question?
No, not yet. I'm always kind. I'm always happy. No matter what. Like, I try to stay positive. Doesn't matter what's happening. I'm so sorry, my nephew. No. And so always kind, always happy, and I'm just always positive. That's yeah.
Okay. Well, let's do it. We got Amy in Vancouver, 41.
She's not bad. She's just an older lady. She's just an older lady who doesn't have any kid, hadn't had any kids. My question would be, you're not an ugly person. Why haven't you gotten married? Why haven't you been down the aisle? But then again, there's a lot of women who have not been down the aisle. So we can't ask that question anymore. And she may be a headache. I can tell. She might be kind of stuck up. And she kind of might be stuck in her ways. She said she's religious, real religious. That might be a part of it right there. Some people don't understand how they're in the way, how they are in the way with what they want to do. And she might be a decent person. It's just that nobody's as religious as she. It could be just that, right? And she didn't seem bad at all. But we don't know. We don't know what's going on with the goofy shit. We don't know. I don't know. Look at my young girl.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All new Kendra G Singles dating app. It's available now on iPhones
Let's
and
see.
Android phones. Just go to your App Store or your Google Play Store and type in Kendra G Singles. What's your name, honey?
My name is Desiree.
Desiree. Where you calling us from?
Chicago, Houston.
Okay. We can't talk to you while you're driving, honey.
I'm not driving.
Oh, okay. How old are you?
I'm 26.
26. What you do for a living?
Oh, I work for CTA.
CTA, Chicago Transit Authority, right?
I'm in the
I used to
bus
live in
stop.
Chicago. I'm actually coming to Chicago this weekend.
Right.
You
CTA.
want to see Beyonce?
I'm not. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Libra.
Libra.
That voice.
You have any kids?
No kids.
Okay, you ever married?
No, I'm 26.
Okay. I think I got it all. So we got Desiree, Chicago, 26, Libra, no kids, works for CTA.
You know, I was married by 26. I don't understand. I was deep into it by then.
Never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I need one that's gonna spin a bag.
What?
You got there early. The ladies don't play about a man with money in 2025. They're making it clear at the door how much money he got to spend. What type of bag?
Look, Kendra, I'm young. These boys in Chicago, they asking me to pay for their haircut. Why would I do that?
What? Wait a minute, hold up. What's she saying?
So, okay. So he don't got to, you're not paying for his haircut. He got to pay for your hair. So you want him to spend a bag. Is there an amount he has to spend?
I wouldn't say, you know how back in the day men used to be providers? That's kind of like what I'm looking for. Don't ask me.
Just no kind of class, no cool, no decorum, no thought process to how I'm gonna get this bag, what I'm gonna do for this bag. Just I'm owed a bag. And she a good 5, maybe. That's crazy.
Don't ask you. So you want a provider. Okay. Anything else you desire?
Wait a minute, she got a whole job and that wig is looking raggedy. What you got a whole job, girl. And you ain't got no kids. Don't make no sense to me.
I want somebody with a good personality that's always positive.
Okay. Should he, what's your deal breakers besides asking you to pay for his haircut?
I don't like cigarettes. I don't like Black and Milds. I don't like pills. Nothing that might alter your personality.
Nothing that might not alter your personality. Okay. Should he look a certain way?
I would hope he's handsome.
Gotta be handsome. Now we kind of tackled this, but is there a dollar amount? The question is, should he make a certain amount of money?
Right.
Well, I make about $100,000 a year, so I would hope he gotta make more than me. Yes.
You gotta make 100K or more.
Yes, he has to.
So if he made 70K, you can't do it.
No.
Child, 26 years old, ain't even compromising no more for y'all.
You work for the the Chicago Transit Authority. So Chicago Transit Authority, I don't know how much they make. Maybe they make that much. I don't know, depending on how long you've been there.
Child, men gonna have to rob a bank to get a girl in 2020.
Nah, he ain't gotta rob a bank, but they gotta have some type of ambition, job, something like y'all.
Yeah, but why her hair ain't done? I don't understand. 100K? Shit, 100K. I had a shit laid every week. What's going on?
Don't do nothing.
Well, here's to be fair.
What?
That man exists. The question is, he just has to want to date you back.
Yes.
Yes. So there is.
And why would he want to date you back? You look like you fresh out the ghetto, or you sound fresh out the ghetto. gold digger, ain't got your wig on correctly, no class, whining about paying for him something, but you ain't willing to pay for him nothing, and you make $100K. There's no give over there. Why would he need to come over there?
There's a man walking that makes $100K and more. So let's see what happened, Desiree.
Me.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra cam. That's when you stand up and we see your full body.
Hey, Natural.
Oh, I look good, y'all.
Oh, she look
Well,
good,
that's why I
y'all.
said she look good. Don't play with her. Let's see.
Don't play with it. I'll be in the gym.
Oh, she be in the gym. Okay, you do look small.
Yes,
Okay, all right, you're small.
and she probably
Okay.
I like to work
What's
out.
the last relationship?
2 years ago.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask.
right.
When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Uh-oh.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Did that man make $100K?
Yeah, he worked 2 jobs.
So why can't you be with him?
He got 6 kids and he kind of got like an attitude problem, and I don't have an attitude problem. So it's like, I don't want to deal with no attitudes.
Ouch.
Okay, he got 6 kids and an attitude problem, so that ain't gonna work for you.
How old is this dude with 6 kids? And well, let me stop.
No.
No. Okay. All right.
You shouldn't be dating him no way. You ain't got no kids. You throw his ass back in the pool. Throw his ass back in the lagoon.
All right, do your 3 flaws. 3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws I have to work on. I shut down when things get too much. I just stop talking.
Right.
I be blocking people. Yeah. I'm flawless. Shoot.
Oh shit, she crazy.
You're flawless. Okay.
I probably play too much. That might be a flaw.
Say again.
I might play too much.
You might play too much. Okay.
You might.
And
Okay.
what's the age range you want to date? You're 26.
If he gonna be as young as me, he needs to be like with no kids.
Yeah.
And if he's like, then he have kids, but he gotta like take care of me.
Okay. Do you want kids yourself?
I do want kids. I want a family.
Okay. Should he be in Chicago?
He doesn't have to be. I like to travel.
Okay. You're serious about somebody finding you.
Okay, I hope he can find me. I don't want to be lonely.
You don't want to be lonely?
Somebody just said I'm gonna be lonely forever. No, I'm not. I'm great.
Okay, well, let's see what's gonna happen. All right, girlfriend. We wish you the best, okay?
You got to be watching out for the people that you breed with. That's for sure. I mean, she seems young. Of course, she's young. She got plenty of time to find somebody. It ain't like she out there doing it is out there like she doing the nug thing. But she's 26. Hopefully, she understands the seriousness of not getting pregnant until she marries. Hopefully, she understands that she 30K. I don't know. 100K is a stretch. And she only 26, but it's possible. I mean, I used to live there. It's possible she can make that kind of money, but that's a lot of money just to be done. That's a lot of money immediately off the bat. 100K. She couldn't have been at that job. No, well, the most she could be at the job would be like 3-4 years, right? And she making 100K, she say? Yeah, she worthy of a coffee date, but she ain't getting no further than a coffee date because she look like type of chick that's gonna turn up. She gonna turn up on you for real. So yeah, she may be worth a coffee date for Nug, a reform Nug, a reform Nug that he got a job. Thank you, Natural KRC, for the $5. If you don't even do, you're not working for free fund. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am. Happy Father's Day, all the fathers. Thank you. Yes, we did say Happy Father's Day to all the men. Thank you. All that you do. We appreciate all that you do, guys. We do. No, she can deal with a reformed Nug. A reformed Nug will definitely pull her in. And if he, them Nugs, they got job, they got fresh out there. they fresh out the slum, but they got a good job somehow, some way. They figured out how to get out of it, join the military, whatever. Yeah, she can get one of them. She can get one of them. Just don't get pregnant until you get married. But you know already that you got to pay for her because she ain't talking about not getting paid for her. And yeah, you can get your CD women. You can get your CDL 21. Yeah. You can do that. Yeah, she could definitely probably be making that 100K. She didn't seem like she was a liar. You know what I'm saying? She seemed like she was right there, honest. She bluntly, if you want to put it right, she was blunt.
No, I don't.
It's our next girl.
Are you ever married?
Never.
And what do you do for a living?
Hold on, I'm sorry, y'all.
Hi.
Hi, where are you calling me from?
I'm from the northwest suburbs of Chicago.
Okay, Chicago. How old are you?
Chicago.
What's your name?
Woo.
My name is Talia. I'm 23.
Talia. 23. Do you have any kids?
No, I don't.
Are you ever married?
Never.
And what do you do for a living?
I work at a business center, but I work in the food department. And you know what? Even if she met a nug, she would be able to. He came close to what she made. They can make a good amount of money. They can make a good living in Chicago. Because I was gonna buy. You know, if anybody live in Chicago, you know that Chicago got blocks and blocks and blocks of townhouses, like white townhouses that they abandon and this, that, and that. I was gonna buy like a whole block one time. But Fee talked me out of it. He talked me out. He's like, no, we ain't doing that. Because we would have been the only ones on that damn block. But you can make a good living there if you flipped houses or flipped townhouses, or you know what I'm saying.
Business.
Because I love those three-story townhouses.
Center, okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Virgo.
All right. So we got Talia, Chicago, 23, Virgo, no kids, never married, works at a business center in the food department. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Just someone who wants to have fun and someone who wants to travel and just do things because we're young and just want to have fun.
Right.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Looks don't matter to me. Personality does, and how people carry themselves.
Well, you can't be too concerned about looks because she's not a looker. But she don't have any kids, clean skin. Maybe she got a decent job. I mean, we got to look at all the positives, right? We got to look at the positives.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Make sure you guys hitting the like button. Coming in, please. Thank you very much.
People who don't take care of themselves.
Okay. Should he make
it like
money?
Hygiene. People who don't go to the doctor and get checkups. Things like that matter to me.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
No, because I don't even make the money. So like that. So I shouldn't expect him to either. I'm young.
Okay. You going fast. These questions is easy for you. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Yeah, Kendra Cam.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, let's look at her do the Kendra Cam. And I meant to ask you guys, I was thinking about doing a, what is it called? A hot topic, like around 10 each night, like a hot topic, like a hot topic show where just 1 hour, and we do a hot topic show where we go over some topics that happen during the day and just run through them, just 1 hour, at 10 o'clock. Because, I like hot topics and we never get to talk about that. We always talk about shows and things like that. I wanted to see if a 10 o'clock show, do a hot topic show, maybe take two or three hot topics, talk about them, and then around 10 o'clock. And then, it'd be cool around 10 o'clock. Something like, talking maybe about the Diddy trial or what's going on overseas or anything, something like that, Because I like hot topics. You can get in the hot topics and talk.
I never been in one before.
Are you a virgin?
Yes.
What?
Okay.
Whoa.
Are you waiting for marriage?
I'm waiting for the right man.
Okay. Okay.
Whoa, there's the virgin. Yeah, right here, and she's young, ready, willing. There's the virgin right here. There are some out here. Y'all got to be taking these names down and looking these people up. Hey, Triple.
That's respect.
How you doing, Kayanka? What's up?
Hey.
How
I
you
was
doing?
just telling the group. This young lady got a V card.
Yeah, I just heard her. Okay. I'm just checking this out. Interesting. Let it rock.
And she's not out of shape. She don't sound weird or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay. So far, so good. Then let's see.
Respectable. What are 3 flaws you have to work on?
Freak said hard pass.
I would say talking more to people, like opening conversations. I'm really not a talker as much, but I should learn to go up to people more and talk more and open up to people more.
Ooh, y'all ignorant.
Okay. That's one.
Driving. I don't know how to drive, so I think that's one thing I should work on.
Whoa. Pause. Wait, pause. Wait a minute. Maybe we missed something. Did I miss something? Is something going on with her? Is what? Wait a minute. What's going on? She don't know how to drink. I mean, she don't know how to drive. She got a list. Somebody said, is she slow? What? Oh, the elevator don't go all the way to the top. Wait a minute. Hold on. I missed something. Wait.
And another thing I should work on is more accountability.
Yeah, it's that cadence. There it is. Okay. It's that I know what you're talking about, Saeed, that cadence. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
And why would a guy be
See,
lucky
with
to
a
be
girl
with you?
like this,
What?
it will all come down to her cooperativeness and her attitude and demeanor, and because I mean, respectfully, she's not a ravaging beauty. I'm not saying she's ugly, because that's not what I'm going to say here,
Right.
But she's not on the looker front. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the fact, if she played it like this is what women have to understand. Like a young girl like this, she get a guy 10 years older than her that's rocking and rolling, and he'll be all about it,
And you get her on the submissive. You get her on the page. She's fit.
Right.
You give her instruction.
Yeah.
Leadership.
Yeah. You got to be the guy though, for sure. I agree with that.
Right. And she looks like she would do that, right? I mean, she's not the best looking chick, but she's a natural. She's not hideous. So
no, she not. Yeah, I'm on record. She not ugly, but I'm just saying, like, it wouldn't be for me personally. Right. She's definitely not ugly, and like I say, coming in at an early age, no kids. A guy 10 years older than her, he'll eat that up. The right guy, and he already making money. Maybe he make 80 already.
Right. And she probably doing the program. She probably be on your program all that because she held her virginity for a reason.
Yeah.
So, that's it. Okay, I can see that. Let's finish.
Yeah. For the right guy situation. Yeah.
Right.
To be with me. I'm funny. I have a great personality. I have a job. I'm just that girl. I don't need anyone. I already know what I am, and I don't need anyone else to tell me because I already know.
Oh, okay. I mean, nice.
I would say she would need some humility from hearing this.
No, maybe that's just the. You know what? She could be autistic. There you go.
HQ, you hilarious.
And then maybe she. Okay. You know what?
HQ, you are a funny woman.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying maybe she's.
She must be to be
is
talking about she that chick.
Right.
Okay.
There must be something going on with her.
You confirm your dating app profile, and then you let me know what it is.
I mean, the expression. You see the expression. Like it don't change. That would creep me out. But that's just me.
Yeah, shout out 3 a.m. in the chat. Shout out everybody in the chat.
Everybody in the chat.
Yes, freaking everybody for sure.
He said some slow people are just brash.
Sorry, we're a fool.
Y'all leave that lady alone. She doing her thing. She kept her V card now. There's a lot of women that don't have a V card. She done kept her V card, so we ain't gonna be mad at her.
And I respect that.
Yeah,
I respect that too. I'm not gonna talk shit about that at all.
Right. She kept her V card, so we gonna give her props for that. All right, let me get your next person up here. Let me see. Okay. She kept that V card. She did her thing. Okay. So we ain't gonna be mad at. We ain't hating on her at all. We got this older lady up here. So it's some beautiful ladies up here. Hey, right on the cusp.
Thank you.
Right there.
What's your name, honey?
My name is Lydia.
He said no call. You this lady right here, the extreme pass or the last one, extreme pass.
And where you from? Well, I was about to say, where you calling us from? Kitchen and cocktail.
Here.
Where do you live?
I live in the DC area. I'm in Northern Virginia right now.
Okay, do you have any kids?
Was it a disaster? Because I never watched it. Did you see this triple?
Yeah. From what I remember kind of briefly, I can't remember if it went off the rails or not. I know one recently when she talked to this guy that had been in the feds, that really went off the rails.
Yeah, I saw. I made a review of that.
He went at her hard.
Right. Yeah, he was real bogus. But I was like, did any of these go good? Because I don't like her. I don't like this live thing. That she does.
I think the girls. I don't know. I agree with you on that, HQ. I didn't care for this live thing. Like, if she gonna do it live, she need to make it like a dating event, like how Arlette had that Pop the Balloon. She need to come up with a different concept.
Right.
Then
we know what the concept is. We know she's saturating. She's putting too many out there. You know how Pop the Balloon is like once a week. Maybe if she did once a week or twice a week, it would be okay. But every other day, you burning up the content. The quality is becoming. Just let everybody come over there, and it ain't even cool. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree. I agree with that. She should slow the main show down. I was just thinking, like, for the live show, just conceptually maybe have a slightly different approach. But that's me.
Right.
But I get what you're saying though, and I do agree.
Yeah, let's see if this volume is bad. Otherwise, we're gonna check out if the volume is real bad. Let's see.
Go ahead.
No kids. Have you ever been married?
No, ma'am.
Okay, how old are you?
I am 40 years old.
What'd you say?
40.
40, okay, 40. And did I ask you what you do for a living?
I work in human resources.
Okay, so 40 years old, no kids, never married, works in human resources.
Oh, is that white boy? Is the white boy finna drop it? The show? You know, because we thought we didn't know whether the white boy was gonna drop his own show or not. He finna burn her up. Ooh wee.
The white boy said he was coming out with a show.
No, that's what Ty Pro said.
Oh, Ty Pro said that. Oh, I ain't know that.
Okay. So I'm like, is she? Oh, okay. Well then, hey, look, she the one let him come up there. She the one let him jumpstart off of her doggone work. That's all on Kendra. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have gave no help, but that's just me. He had to come. He'd have had to come up on his own, right?
Yeah.
That's just I'm not going. He already got an advantage. The white boy already got an advantage. That's all he got to do is look at what she was doing, and then copy it and tweak it and get other people to help him. Cause see, she started this on her own, right?
Yeah.
It ain't like can't nobody else do it. But then you got the white boy factor, the man factor. Then you got money behind all of that, where she didn't have no money behind her. She just did it, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have showed him nothing. He'd have just been walking.
No, I hear you, HQ. I hear you.
If anybody, she should have pumped up. What's his name? They should have pumped Borg. What's his name?
Zach Bug.
Yeah,
Zach
she should have pumped him up and got him on his own thing. You know what I'm saying? Pumped him up to get his own show and produced his own show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Yeah.
But he white boy's gonna burn her up. Yeah, because he got a lot of followers on TikTok. He gonna take all her audience.
Hi. You ready?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What's your name, love?
Couture.
Where you calling us from?
I am in Georgia
Right.
now. I live here now.
You live here now?
Yes.
Okay. How old are you?
The all-new Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your App Store or Google Play Store and download now.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you get to a certain point, that's when you start to pull people up. When you get to a certain point, because you can tell you can look at the little white boy channels. When they get to a certain amount, then they start pulling other people up who doing the same thing they doing, but at a less amount. And then they pull them up.
I'll say this: in Black America may say something that's interesting. I'm gonna respond to that. I think yes and no to what he said, and the reason why I say that is this:
Why?
It will be hard. It will be more difficult for just a random white guy to just pop up that wasn't known, like actor, rapper, or something, to have that style of show. But if you've already kind of have appeared on Kendra G, they know you, and you've done episodes with her, and you kind of branch off, she's added to your credibility of you starting your own thing, whether she blesses it or not.
Right. And
yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You know, like if I would have showed up when Puffy and them was really out here heavy back in the 90s, and I would have been all on Mace CD, all on Puffy first CD, then I went out on my own, I would have already had credibility.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. Now, he ain't had a long run on there, so how much it will help, I don't know. But I don't think it's impossible.
Oh, so the white boy ain't been on there that long.
No. Russell is kind of new. He ain't been on there like a whole lot.
Yeah, but he got a lot of followers though, right?
He already had a lot of followers though before he got with her. He been off and on social media with TikTok. He tried to come in doing like some alpha male, I dog women. Then he tried to play the Derek Jackson role. And then now he popped up on Kendra, so he done a lot of stuff. So I don't know if it will work or not. Yeah,
he comes across as inauthentic. He comes across as fake.
Yeah.
Problem. He needs to find out where he comes across authentically, and he comes across very, very fake. To me, to me. I don't know.
So right. And that's a good point you made. So it might need to be the right white boy. He might not be the right white boy to do it.
Right.
But if the right one went on Kendra G and stayed on there a couple months and branched off, he could kill it.
He would have to say the right things in order to do it.
Yeah. It wouldn't be easy though.
Yeah. He got a lot of followers, but they may not accept him as doing what he's trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's no guarantee it'll work. Yeah.
Right.
I'm 39.
39. Couture, Georgia, 39.
Yeah, how many white people follow black content creator? I don't know.
Georgia, you have any kids?
It depends on the subject, like news and that kind of thing. There's a lot of black ones out there get the news people.
I mean, Black America said, how many white people do we as black people follow? Shit, I follow quite a few.
I do too. I mean,
I
a different niche, you know.
You know, it's some. It's some.
It's very rarely that you run into white people, white men, that are doing relationship stuff. They usually doing that red pill, and they doing that, but they're not doing panels where you come up and you do the talking and all that.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
They doing hella news shows. You know what I'm saying? Doing news content.
Yeah, Long Crime Network. And Ty Pro made a good point. Like most of the mechanics, y'all follow are white.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. What you do for a living?
I am a private chef, private traveling chef.
Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
Capricorn.
Have you ever, Couture, Georgia, 39, Capricorn, no kids. Have you ever been married?
No.
Never married. All right. So Couture, Georgia, 39, Capricorn, no kids, private chef, never married. What kind of name?
Wait a minute. Why are you saying that, Freak? Please. BET is ran by white. Yeah, they ran by whites, but are we giving them? Do they got a whole bunch of black people on the underland side, the writer side, and then they're presenting these to the black people, saying black people like this? There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? You can run the show, but you don't make the creative. You don't make the creative decisions. Black people make the creative decisions for black people.
I say BET is go ahead, finish up, HQ.
No, I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. No, I'll say BET is kind of a unique example because my thoughts on it is this. I know it used to be all black, but Black America makes a good point.
Right.
Blacks don't watch it as much as we used to. And number two, whites make the final call when it comes to BET.
Right.
At the top. That's gonna be whites. And the creative direction at the tail end will be whites. Now, I think as far as writing and some level of show creation and stuff like that, I think that's probably a mixed group, white and black.
Yeah, they gotta have black input.
Yeah.
I mean, I would watch it if it start putting on unique and better better shows. I would watch it.
Yeah.
You know,
man, remember
that Tyler Perry thing? You know, the Tyler Perry.
Yeah, for sure. Remember Rachel from back in the day on BET? Damn, she was fine. Whew. That was one fine woman. Shit. Hey, I crashed a slingshot staring at her going down the street. Shit.
What
Dang.
are you looking for, girl?
I just somebody who brings me peace and
Me either, Taylor. Me either.
complements my life as opposed to supplements it. Someone I would like someone with no.
Why that name sound familiar? Rachel what? What are you talking about, Rachel? Wait a minute.
Rachel, she used to be on BET like back in the 90s, the late 90s. She was a host.
Oh, you mean like Ananda Lewis, the lady who just passed a couple days ago, like her?
Oh, I don't know if it was her. I don't think so. I don't know.
No, I'm saying like her, like that host, like BET 106 in Park. Everybody loved that. When they took that out,
106 was out and stuff. Then that was free. She was fine too. But no, it used to be a show. It was a late night show.
Right.
That came on, and it was a bald-headed black guy. I think his name was Michael Collier. And she was like a co-host. I think she was Caribbean or something. Yeah, maybe that was Divine. Maybe was it Rachel Stewart?
Rachel Stewart, yeah.
Yeah. Hold on.
Roxy, you mean Roxy? Roxy 106 in Park? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Roxy was later on, but Roxy used to be up there too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was a little bit later on.
That's what back in the day when it was at its heyday, right?
We do have children.
Yeah.
It could be an experience together. Someone who just who comes in the relationship.
Rachel Stewart.
Rachel Stewart.
Fully ready, like emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and ready to give his all, and has no like pretenses.
Okay, no pretenses. Should he? What are your deal breakers?
Smoking cigarettes. I would like him like anything that he would have. I'm in the gym, mind you. Sorry, I'm at Lifetime. Sorry. If anything that he wanted to experience, like I would hope that he got that out of his system already. And like just don't call women out of their name. and have good morale. Like, I just want a man to be a man. Like, if my car breaks down, just don't leave me stranded. Like, just figure it out. I don't like, my deal breaker is a man who doesn't help me to figure it out. Like, let me be feminine.
Okay. Okay. Should he look a certain way?
I prefer a black man, African American man, someone of my diaspora.
You can tell she from New York.
I don't have a physical preference. I don't have a type. Just have a beautiful smile and take care of yourself and be very up on your hygiene.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
I'm big on. I'm a woman that's going to help you figure it out. I'm not going to be great and you not be great. We're not going to be great together. So if you got drive, you have motivation, you have a plan, I see you executing it, I'm going to help you get to the.
Why do New York women seem so hard to me? Like they just like.
Because this, you know what? That's a great question because that's such a hustle and bustle area. It's just the environment breed that. You know, it's the city of brotherly shove.
Can they be fit and can they be feminine? Can they these women?
If it's the right guy, I always say for every woman if it's the right guy in front of her, if she really want that guy, she ain't got no choice. If that's what he's demanding.
Ooh, they be like, I mean, every time I hear that female voice, that New York voice, I'm like, wow, that's so
hard.
They hard. Ooh.
Especially like the Bronx and like Queens.
You said New York women is brutish.
Shit, they are.
Because
you say they brutish, huh?
They
connections to help you get to.
Look, y'all have heard do you all know Raw B? Have y'all heard of Raw B? Does anybody know Raw B? Boy,
yeah, I heard.
Yeah, she got her and Cellulite over there. They a married couple. She's from New York. Boy, that voice is hard. Woo!
Yeah, look at Remy Ma.
Yeah, Remy Ma. Yeah,
woo! Aggressive as shit.
Yeah.
To the top.
She's more aggressive than Clarissa, and Clarissa's the boxer.
Right.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I listened to her the other day. I was like, woo. Yeah,
Man.
but her feminine look kind of belies her, you know.
It does.
And that hardness.
Yeah, she's a good looking woman too.
Yeah,
but
because if you look good, but you talk like that, you for the right guy. Yeah, for the right guy.
Yeah, the right
I
guy.
see you really push the
possible.
Yeah.
For yourself. So not really a financial thing. Just don't be lazy and don't make excuses and don't follow through.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
Boy, she direct.
Hey, somebody said, hey, Divine Photo. Yeah, she real direct. That's how those women are. They're gonna be right to it.
Right.
Divine said, Lil' Kim aggressive. No, man, Foxy Brown was aggressive.
Yeah,
Woo!
Foxy Brown. Yeah.
Man, she was super aggressive, man. You better go watch those interviews with Drew Down on the Art of Dialogue.
Yeah.
He messed with Foxy. Man, she wild. And Drew was a wild boy himself.
Wow. Yeah. Yep. This accent breeds that harsh.
Drew Down said she punched him in the eye. Like straight up like a dude.
Ooh.
He said he had to take off on her.
I'm in the gym.
Shit.
Hold on. I got a bathing suit on too, so hold on.
Okay, you don't gotta take. Okay, well you can if you want to. I guess you didn't have to. Okay. All right, we'll see you working it out, girl.
Oh shit. Okay.
Woo! Okay. We see you like to have a good time.
Oh, I don't know about wife material.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I don't know about wife material though. She doing too much in a restaurant. Ain't she in a restaurant?
Right. Is she doing the most?
You done took your shirt off. She got on something. I don't even know what she got on. And she in there doing a little twerk.
If you was her mama, what would you say to her?
I'd be like, you better set your big ass down somewhere. You better not get up and do no shit like that. Sure would. You better not get your ass up and do that shit no more. Show did. I tell them in a minute. If my child, my daughter was telling me the other day, Mom, I'm too grown. You can't talk to me like I'm your kid. I said, you better get your ass out of my car before you get fucked up in it.
Dang. Damn.
Talking about Mom blah. I was like, you better get your ass out of my car. You ain't too grown to get your ass fucked up in this car. Get out of here.
Damn.
Girl, she had on a bonnet. Was pissing me off.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Don't you get your ass in my car and you got a bonnet on. Get your ass back in the house and comb your head. So did.
Damn.
I'm grown. I don't care who you my kid. I gave birth to you. Get your ass out of my car and get your hair combed.
Georgia, are you in Atlanta?
I
I
am
had a
in
kid,
Atlanta,
too.
yes.
Okay, ATL. All right, when was your last relationship, Couture?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah, she seemed aggressive too. She got tattoos, all of that. And maybe she might, oh, the screen is too small. Okay. And maybe she maybe it would be a good thing, maybe it'd be a good thing with her, but still, she is just this one right here. I don't know.
Yeah.
This one right here is
she just rough. Yeah, she's rough.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Right.
I want to say comfortable 9 months. A comfortable 9 months, but don't quote me on that number, but a comfortable 9 months.
Okay.
I can answer
3
that
flaws
question.
you have to work on.
What question?
No. I ain't mean to stop it, but what Divine said, he said why she moved to Atlanta. I know a lot of New Yorkers. A lot of New Yorkers moved to Atlanta. It's a lot cheaper there, man. The weather's better too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking over people. Letting a man.
That right there alone would turn somebody out. She talking over people. She getting straight to it. Like, yeah, you got to do X, Y, and Z. Yeah, she seemed like a very aggressive type.
And be a man and not trying to fix everything, because I'm a fixer and I'm a nurturer, and just letting him fall sometimes so that he can figure it out. And just if he really needs me, just being there when he asks and not before he asks. And balancing my career and my relationship, and just kind of understanding that the two need to be separated.
Okay. They need to be separated. Yeah. All right. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I think I've experienced life, and I've done it all, and I've worked through a lot of.
You done all of what? That's the first question I would ask. Is you done all of what? What'd you do now? She's a traveling chef. She never been married. She don't have no kids. What do you mean you done did it all? What do you mean? So you've been out there with Nug, you've been out there with rich dudes, you've been doing all. She ain't bad looking. That's not the point.
Oh, she ain't bad looking at all. Like if this chick lost, if you can trim her 20 pounds, she'll be tight. 25 pounds, she would be tight. Right. But like you say, she still got that demeanor and attitude though.
And she said, I done it all, which ain't no good thing to say.
Past things, and I'm in a great space. So somebody dating me, they're not like
she in public. You see the person walking behind her, she in public. And she took her shirt off and twerking. Started twerking. But she started twerking.
Start rotating that body, vibrating that body.
Like dealing with anything that I've dealt with before. They're dealing with somebody who just is full and happy and full of life and been through it and done it and in a great space and just ready for whatever comes with no excuses and no baggage. So you're coming with somebody that's just pure and happy and done it all, been through it all, good, no financial worries, no emotional baggage, spiritually in tune. So you're getting somebody who's really like in a great space and is not going to bring you anything that's not going to be like engulfing to your life.
Okay. No, I was going to say, I can feel your energy. You have great energy.
It ain't a bad answer. It's not a bad answer. It's just that we know New York women come with some shit. They're gonna come with a little bit of attitude because they think they the best.
Right.
Shout out to my New York girls. Yeah, she sound like Nicki Minaj. Yeah.
She do. And Nicki Minaj herself is a handful.
Yeah, a handful. That ain't the freaking word. She 39 years old. A handful, that ain't the word. Nicki Minaj is a whole nother level.
Yeah.
She a whole nother level.
I'm cool on an attractive girl, but I'm cool. She too much for me. Yeah.
Some of y'all doing way.
Hey, HQ. I showed my man, my guy I'm cool with, that email I had sent you. That messed him up too, because he was like, I don't mess with bigger than 10. And that email messed him up.
Look, I seen it and I was like, okay, look halfway decent, but yeah, you would have to, yeah. Wow.
I'm getting tired even thinking about that.
That's some work, man. That's some work. That's all I'm telling you.
That's some work. That's some work. Yeah.
You better make sure you ain't no little guy. That's all we can say.
Hey, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work.
No little guy. Yeah.
But say what you want. Like, at least definitely in the black community, she could get a lot of guys.
Yeah, she think, but
that's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah. Oh man.
What's your name? How you pronounce it, boo?
Daya.
How you say it?
Daya. Can you hear me?
Yes, Daya. Where you calling me from, Mama?
Daya.
Well, I'm from Jersey. Right now I'm in Turks and Caicos, but I'm from New Jersey.
Oh, you on vacation?
Yeah, just a little short one.
Okay. How old are you?
37.
37. And what's your zodiac sign?
I promise y'all, I ain't picking all these older ladies for nothing. I promise y'all, these are ladies who don't have no kid. I promise y'all.
A Capricorn. You have any kids?
No.
No kids. So Daya, Jersey, 37, Capricorn, no kids. What do you do for a living?
I work in healthcare.
Work in healthcare. All right, let's get to it. Have you ever been married?
No.
No. So Daya, Jersey, 37, Capricorn, no kids, works in healthcare, no kids, never married. What kind of man you looking for, Mama?
A man that first has good integrity and morals. Someone who's intentional, disciplined, likes to have fun, likes to go out, likes to travel, likes to work out, things like that.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
If they've been in prison, if they have more than one kid's mother, if they don't work.
I mean, not a bad look. She don't have a bad look. You know what I'm saying? She don't have a bad look. She's 37, but then you could work with that too. She don't have any kids. Nice smile. I mean, you ain't all you. If you're a 45-year-old and you have kids and don't want no more kids. I mean, she ain't bad. I mean, the combination ain't bad, not at all. We just taking her for, is she worthy of a coffee date? Can I take her on a coffee date? And what she got going on? I don't know.
Maybe for the right gentleman,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna be real. Like, it's a right gentleman for probably every woman that's ever appeared up here, almost one. Right. But yeah, I guess my only question for a woman like this, I don't think this is a bad looking woman, to be honest.
Right.
But I just think, how did she make it to that age without being like cuffed up? Reason why I say this, because you can't really compare the male and the female at that age, because the male, he could be that age, but if a man ain't ready to settle down, he ain't settling down. Period.
Yeah, but she may have said, I'm waiting for the right one. The right one never came along. I didn't want to have nug baby. I didn't want to have nobody baby. So I
respect her not wanting to have nug baby. That was extremely smart. But at some point, you gotta just make a deal, because I'm sure a lot has come through there. I don't know. Maybe you was waiting on Jason Momoa or Simeon Panda or Michael B. frankly, that wasn't gonna be in the cards. That'd be like me, like, hey, if I don't get that Sade or Carmen Electra looking chick, I'm not making the deal. Like, that's not realistic. It's not realistic.
Well, true, but
yeah,
she's there because she's there because she's young ish, 37.
Yeah.
She still can have children. It just depends. It's a certain guy, but her options are still there. It's a certain guy, right?
Yeah,
Because she got a beautiful smile. She's not ugly. She hopefully she not blow it out. She has a job. She hasn't extreme positive. She ain't had no kids. So
I give her. I acknowledge the fact she ain't got no kids. That's a big thing.
Because she could have 5, 6 of them buggers.
Right? And we done seen them up here on a Kendra Crash Out show.
And they've been looking good too. They've been fine as hell and done had 5, 6 kids. She don't have none. In this day and age, you got to be very conscious of not having kids. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really have taken.
Right. The problem is this though, HQ. The reason why I got after her and I didn't get after the other girls that was younger is this. The reason why I say she had to make a deal because she's already 37. Even if she met a guy right now and he was perfect, and they dated 2 years, then got married and was talking about having a kid, she'll be almost 40. That's really in the super high risk area for having a kid.
They can do it.
I ain't saying they don't, but like autism, all type of stuff pops up, Right. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
I mean, if you said, okay, I'm gonna have one, right? I'm gonna have one, you could possibly do it. And if in 2 years you could possibly get that one before she's before she's 40. So I mean, that's what she's aiming for. Maybe she don't, or she may not want no kid. Maybe he's the one who got all his kids by somebody else.
If it's a situation where we talking about a 45-year-old guy that's older, got himself together, he done had his 3 kids. She not interested in no kids. Yeah, I can see that.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, she could do it. Yeah. So I'd give her, give her an opportunity, a cup of coffee, and besides, I'm partial to these ladies, but see, I had a baby at 37.
Did you?
I had a baby at 37. I was almost 38. So this was my last kid, was 38 years old.
Okay.
So I know you can have a healthy kid at that age, but it's the last kid, right? So maybe she's looking at, she's peeking her head out and she want to get that last kid.
If they don't work.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, HQ, I'm not an expert on it. It's just I always heard like other doctors and medical field people they say when you get over 35 and start getting high risk. That's what they just tell me.
Oh yeah. It's definitely high risk. I definitely had to, but see, I had fee. I had somebody to help me, care me, all of that. So
yeah. Yep.
That's about like it off the bat. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even know I was gonna be picked. I'm like, because I hear people like wait forever. So I'm like, let me just.
She tried it and you're here. Are you on vacation by yourself?
Yeah, I did a solo trip. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Okay.
Why did women be going on these solo trips? I would be too afraid that something would happen to me on a solo trip.
Yeah.
I would not be making no solo, but then again, look, okay, 37, maybe you ain't, maybe that stuff don't bother you, but I would not go on no solo trip by myself.
Yeah, they're definitely risky for women. I always cringe when I hear women out of the country and they tell me they've been on solo trips.
I mean, what would you do? Yeah. What are you doing by yourself? I mean, what are you doing? I'd go on a swimming, go out there in the swim in the water by myself, go to a bar by myself. Well, what the hell would you be doing on a single trip unless it's some kind of work thing? I don't understand what's going on. Why would you take a solo trip?
No, I get that.
No way.
I'll say this though, HQ. And I'm with you on the solo trip. I agree. So no argument there. I'll say this though, like as far as like her making choices and everything, I say this. I can't say exactly what and who she was waiting out for, but realistically speaking, this isn't a bad looking girl. I'm sure she's had dudes come to her and be interested in the past.
Right.
That is your upper limit. Like if you're used to pulling guys that looks is in the 6 and maybe 7s at the highest, you're not gonna just pull a 9. Like it ain't gonna happen. Not a 9 that you can lock down. Can she have sex with a 9? Yeah. But locking down an 8 probably just not in the cards, and that was probably determined 10 years ago. Because if you think about it, if this girl started dating seriously at 17,
right,
at 27, she had been dating already for 10 years.
Right.
So if the 8 had not been able to been locked down by then, and that was her prime.
Right.
What makes you think
she over there paying?
Yeah, that you were gonna get the 8. I'm just saying it's an upper limit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she over here paying. She paying. So, or she come to see somebody. She do. You know what I'm saying? She already paying because she done paid for the trip. So she paying in other way. That's all. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
To get to where she want to see somebody, she's paying.
What are we did that. How should he look a certain way?
I don't do really like fat guys. I like fit guys, more fit. He has to be clean. I like not scruffy, just fit, dresses well. Yeah, like that.
Okay.
I was
go ahead.
Go ahead. I was reading yeah, I like them kind of tall, but that's not like a deal breaker if they're not tall. Because I'm 5'3", so but I do like tall men.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
I'd say annually, like 150 and up is good.
150 and up. Okay. Ooh, child, big money. He said he gotta be tall too?
He doesn't have to be tall, no.
Okay. All right. And I'm assuming you make 150.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, more. Okay, we'll leave it at that.
What did she say she did?
I don't even freaking remember what she did.
Okay, we see you, mama. Yellow dress on.
No, she ain't. No, it ain't.
I was in the.
It ain't catastrophic. The look. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
150 a lot.
Yeah. Oh, she's in healthcare. She said healthcare, right?
Okay.
Okay. So I mean, the body ain't catastrophic. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. I'm
gonna say this, HQ, but ask yourself this: for a gentleman under the age of 45, does a 150 guy cat? You know what I'm saying? That's in most cases an upper level professional.
Yeah, she
does she look like that should be on his arm? I'm just saying.
I mean, it depends on if he has kids already. You know what I'm saying? If he had kids already,
let's say he got 2 kids. I give you that. Let's say he got 2 kids and he divorced. Does that seem like that should be on his arm? And he make 170.
I mean, she could pull. I mean, it just depends on what you like. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what you. She's not a bad looking woman.
She not. All I'm simply saying.
And somebody in the chat said she looked younger than 37.
She do. She does.
So,
she looked 32, 33 to me. She look about 4 or 5 years younger, but
I mean, but she don't have to. But we gotta know that you ain't gotta be no 7'8", and they still will put you on their arm now.
Right.
Your shit just got to be put together.
Yeah, I would just.
She don't look like she could be on their arm. She don't look like it, but we don't know what they like.
Okay. Now we got HQ back down to reality.
Because I mean, she could get a dude that she could say, I want to do this 50 who don't have no kids, and he gonna look at her like, oh, okay.
Yeah. If she's talking about a 55-year-old guy, I could see that. She's a much younger girl, whatever. But I agree with Soul River. She need that gym. The main thing hurting her is the physique. She knock off 30 pounds, it's a different story.
30 pounds is a different story. Yeah. 30 pounds is a different story. Yeah.
I was in the water today, guys. I see the comments and they like wig dry. I got in the water today.
Is it Daya? Daya, when was your last relationship, sweetheart?
Like 2 years ago.
2 years ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask.
Hold on. She don't look fat. She don't look fat. I mean, I could be wrong. Where'd she get up at?
the physique needed work.
There she is, right? Wait a minute.
Yeah, as you can see the front.
Okay,
the
we see you, mama.
But
yellow dress on. All right.
Yeah. Hey, Divine make a good point too. Kendra need to start asking these women that's in healthcare, what exactly do you do? You know, so we can get
some blood.
Yeah, you could be a phlebotomist, or you could be in medical billing. We don't know. When you talking about you make $100.50, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. What the hell? What kind of job you making at $100.50?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a lot.
I was in the
and you in the DR
water today, guys. I see the comments and they like wig dry. I got in the water today.
It's a whole nother story. She lose 30 pounds. It's a whole nother story.
Yeah, she lose the 30. She'll be much trimmer.
Right.
You know, it'd be a different look. But right now, this ain't giving $160K guy. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Right.
Yeah. Unless he would have to be much older. He had to be 20 years older than her.
Yeah, about 50, 55.
55, yeah. I can see that.
And she a prize to him. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
She's 20 years younger. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They got standards. Of course, those men still got standards, but when we talking about that big of a gap, he gonna mess with it.
Right.
When was your last relationship, sweetheart?
Like 2 years ago.
2 years ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I plead the fifth.
Okay. Real quick, you said make 150K. So if a man made 70K, should he reach out to you?
No, but
no. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Wait a minute now.
She wanted them. She wanted them.
She one of those now. I was taking it easy on her now. I'm about to take off the gloves.
Take the gloves off. Take the gloves off. Take the gloves.
Look, baby girl. I'm trying to be cool. And this coming from a six-figure guy himself.
Okay.
Baby girl, respectfully, you not it for that. If you can get a 75K guy, you should be thanking your lucky stars. And he want to settle down with you and be serious with you, and he's got potential to maybe get up higher.
Right.
You need to snap back to reality.
Right.
You know, you ain't got the look or physique for an upper professional guy making upwards of a couple $100,000 to be taking you to a gala.
Right.
You know, that's not you. You ain't got yourself together. You know, you're overweight, respectfully, and you're asking for a guy making upwards of a couple $100,000.
And I think you paying. I think where you at, you paying. You paid. You ain't looking for no husband where you at. So what's going on?
Yeah, and you turn down a 70K guy, like that's just dead broke.
Reach out to me. He gonna reach out to me. No, he don't reach out. Oh no, you done messed up now, cause you ain't looking for no husband. You looking for halfway a provider, just like you. You know, see, that's how you know delusion. You already know men don't make no 150 unless they way up there and they got other options besides. You already know that you a 5, maybe 5. No, don't come with the I ain't taking no 70, because 70 is a good bet. 70 is a hell of a bet.
You got that right.
For you, a hell of a bet.
Or no, that's a no too.
100K is good.
Okay, so nothing under 100K.
No, yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
do
and
it.
the car stays
See,
pretty
here she
pricey
go with that
and-
666 talk.
Yeah, but even if I made X, Y, and Z, you wouldn't know. It depends on how you spend your money. It depends on how you use your money.
Exactly. He could be really smart.
75,
He could still have upward trajectory to make more. Like this girl, she's like, you know what it is, HQ? The problem with a lot of these women that come up here, including her, too many guys have blown these chicks' head up just to get the sex. Right. So she really thinks she's an 8, but she's dreaming.
Right.
Yeah, but a lot of guys have probably told her she's an 8, you know?
And see, the thing is,
and she's not.
The thing is, the 70K, it depends on how you spend your money too. I can have no debt. I can be done. And she's okay. Just look at it. She's 37. What if I came and I was 40? I paid off my car, paid off my house, or whatever, right? Saying whatever at 100K, I make 100K, you make 150. We can have a good thing going right there. So why would you tell him no when you don't know what kind of debt that man got? You don't know. So I wouldn't turn it down. Oh, hell no. What are you coming with? What are you doing with your money? Then once I dated you and we got to know each other, let me see how he's spending his money. Is he spending his money? I mean, is his money, he ain't asking for no money. He got a nice place. He got a house. He got a nice apartment. He got whatever. He ain't desperate for money. He ain't running out of gas.
Yeah.
We could work with that. Story when you asking me for money.
Yeah, for sure. And that's just one of those things, you know, like when you're an upper echelon guy, you know, patent attorney, you making a couple $100,000. Like when you go out to the barrister's ball, you know, hey, you know, what you got on your arm, the man will be judged by that, you know. And I'm not saying that's nothing that looks crazy or hideous, but you know, it's not up to what a lot of people will probably think that brother should have on his arm, respectively, because they know what he makes, his position, who he is, and you know, she wouldn't really measure up to that. Not how she looking now. Yeah. So
I mean,
it
is what it is.
It is what it.
When you have a lack mindset, you're gonna lack. So I don't. Yeah.
So if he makes less for you, if he makes less than 100K, he has a lack mindset.
No, not him. Like just people who say that's a lot of money, which it's not because people make that much money. So it's not like it's an impossible.
This is true. There are men that make that amount of money. Do you usually date those men?
I do.
Okay. It is what it is then.
Maybe she look different with makeup on. Maybe it's another thing. Maybe something we ain't seeing. Maybe she just look good big on the camera. I don't know.
No. She's high posting and fronting.
Shut up.
That's what she's doing. She don't regularly date those guys. If she did, she wouldn't be up here.
Yeah.
So
if she had 3 of those
I would stick to my lane. I would.
Yeah. If she had 3 6-figure, I'm not even gonna say 150 or 2. If she had 3 6-figure guys in her rotation right now,
I'm picking one of them 3.
Huh?
I'm
Yeah,
picking
she
one of them
wouldn't be
3.
up here. She wouldn't even risk herself being seen to blow it with one of them 3.
I mean, if you got a rotation and you have dated these men, why you ain't been able to lock down these men? If you're gonna give me a choice of 5 of them, I mean, if you're gonna give me a choice of 3 right now, if I had 3 eligible candidates that I was interested in and they were interested in a long time, I'd pick between them 3 and keep it moving. And I'm picking one of them 3, and then we gonna roll just like that. You wouldn't like too many options out here. People think they got all these options and don't have none. For real.
There are 3. Oh no, I skipped over this question. You don't have to answer. No. Did I ask you? You don't have to answer.
What?
I didn't.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
impatient. I can get like quiet a lot, even though I do talk. But sometimes I'll like just go to myself. It's nothing that it's wrong, but I just won't communicate if anything is going on. I'll just be quiet to myself, like my alone time. And I think that's. I'm impatient. I need to like communicate when I'm like going into like I need just my alone time more, and
no.
That's about it, I'd say.
Okay. And why would a man be lucky to be with you?
I have, a good head on my shoulders. I like to travel. I like to do things. I feel like there's like a balance, like as far as going out and staying home. I think that I'm fun. I'm pretty.
But here, this is what I got a problem with. She's 37 years old. Okay, so you 37. So in all the time that you've been single, you ain't been all over the globe, seeing as how you like to travel. Now it's time to focus on getting yourself a husband, or focusing on settling down, making sure that you're available just in case you meet the right guy, because he may not want the house that you bought. All these things got to come into your mind when you're thinking about getting married, or you're thinking about getting in a relationship. Likes to travel. Yeah, that's money. I'd be stacking my money. Traveling, okay, 2 or 3 times a year, maybe. But
yeah.
Ain't no
you
way.
want to be realistic about things. Exactly.
Right. Because I know once we get married, we get into a relationship, we can't be doing all of that traveling like every day. Because most people's schedule ain't aligned like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it take a year for us to line up with the travel, and we trying to put something together to make a house, a home, kids. And yeah, she probably got that.
Funny. I'm fun to be around. So I think that would be a good like base standard.
But the one thing I can't get past is her being in that country by herself. That's almost a deal breaker. She's in that country by herself. You know what I'm saying? Something is like goofy, wonky with that. Something is just wonky about her being in a country by herself. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, she's a goofy girl.
And it's like, no, something is going on with you that you're in another foreign country by yourself. You're paying. Maybe you liked somebody there and you wanted to go explore what was really going on, and it really didn't work out. You're on vacation. See, and another thing, you're on vacation calling Kendra G a dating show.
Yeah.
Ain't
that tell you all you need to know.
Wow. Why would I be on vacation having a good old time and I'm calling in on a Kendra G show? I wouldn't even be thinking about a Kendra G show.
Yeah.
No,
something is going on. This is our next candidate.
Hi, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, bring the camera up. You're looking down. It has to be like that. I feel like you've been here before. You got better life.
Hard ass girl.
No, Kendra. Hey.
Whoa.
Oh, you've been here.
It's me, Kendra.
Hey, girl,
everybody looking for.
Hey, Triple.
HQ.
This the mama.
Oh man. HQ.
This the mama.
Oh man.
This the mama. Can the apple fall far from the tree? Or it's gonna be just like the apple? It's gonna be just like the tree.
I got no words.
Right now.
I love you, Kendra.
I love you too. We all love you, baby.
I remember you, baby. All you guys are
mama,
single.
sister.
Yes. Looking for a real man, mama.
Which tells me you take the wig and the weave and all that other stuff off, you're gonna be looking just like these two. I don't know. Why you speechless, Triple?
real man.
You want a real man, a provider?
Yes.
Okay, wait. Let me just talk to one person at a time. Who's going first?
Diamond.
You? Okay. All right, put the camera
What do you
back.
mean going first? What do you mean going first? Them other ones coming up to the camera with no teeth on too? Y'all better stop.
Calm down.
Hey,
Calm
Kendra, I
down.
just want to say I love you,
Oh,
baby.
girl,
I
get your ass
love
out of
you,
the face.
okay?
Get your ass out the
That
camera.
girl. All right, you ready, Bo?
Yes, you see
Y'all messing up
now,
her
baby?
I
prospect.
do. I see you always. It could be my light too. I just want you to stand within, like, under light. But I mean, it's work.
Hey, Kendra,
I'm a little
Get your
short.
ass out the camera.
let me take that in the front room where my light was. She at work.
She's gonna take her to the
I
front room.
support you 100%, girl. Stop playing with me, girl. We in here, right here. You remember my light right here, girl. Stay right here. Stay right there. Here you go. There you go.
All right, there we go.
We're gonna
Okay.
set it up. I'm gonna set it up for you, just how you like it, Kendra.
Okay. Thank you, girl. Get
There
it
you
together.
go.
The producer. She being a producer tonight.
Girl, get your interview, girl.
What's the name? Okay, just do one thing because I don't want your head to get cut off.
That you know the
Hey,
software.
wait a minute. Hey, Saheed in the chat fooling, man.
You know the
Hey,
software.
Saheed, man. Hey, stall
You
him
know
out,
the
man.
software is fucked up, right?
Hey, yo, he said she ain't been to the dentist since disco was hot. Oh, shit.
You know the software already fucked up, right? You know that, right?
Oh, man, the software is Windows 3.1 from the early 90s, okay? The software is just MS-DOS. It's pre-Windows.
And you know what? She ain't got no kids.
Yeah.
And she gonna fool somebody. This is a wolf in sheep's clothing or something. I just can't put a finger on it. Let's look.
If you stay right there, we fine. But get in the middle a little bit. Make sure your legs is crossed, girl. We don't want to see between your legs. And then there we go. Okay, there we go. Well, no. Okay, this is good. There we go. What's your name, baby?
Got you, girl.
Thank you, mama. What's your name?
Diamond.
Say it again.
Diamond, like the rain diamond.
Diamond, how old are you?
I'm 31.
31. What you do for a living?
I actually do home care.
Home care. Do you have any kids?
No, I do not.
Okay. Where do you call me from? What city, honey?
I'm in Wisconsin, Marinette.
Wisconsin. Okay. You ever been married?
No.
Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
HQ.
So we got Diamond.
Respectfully, I think I can smell that room through the camera.
Wait a minute. We gonna give her a shot. Why are we gonna give her a shot? We gonna give her a shot because one, she had enough sense not to get pregnant, and according to them other two got like 6, 7, 10 kids, right? Each. We're gonna give her the benefit of the doubt because she ain't got no kid.
Yeah,
wait a minute, hold on. She 31. She got enough sense not to do what they doing. She ain't saying D's and dumbs and hims and hums. Probably, one of the negatives is she do home health care, which means she wipe ass for a living. We gonna give her a little bit. Let's see how corrupt the software is. It's corrupt, but can she be turned around? Can she be turned? Because I know some women who come from some horrific family circumstances.
Hey, I try not to get into judging, but man, HQ, this one is extremely hard.
I know, right? Thank you, Steve M.
I'm trying to be cool. Trying to be cool.
Thank you. And we got another one. 3 a.m. Thought Club. Thank you very much. Gifted 1 HQ Reacts membership. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm trying to be cool.
Let's see. Let's listen. Just let's give her a minute.
31 Scorpio, does home care, no kids, never married, lives in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
What kind of man you looking for, boo?
I'm sorry, say that
What
again?
kind of man you looking for?
A provider.
I was hoping. What'd she say, Triple? She wants somebody to
She
take
looking
care
for
of her.
that bag. She looking for that bag.
You got the mama mindset.
Um,
Well, no, it ain't the mama mindset. It's listen.
businessman. He's family oriented. You know, I preferably no kids, but if he do, I don't mind. You know.
Okay. What's the definition of a? Wait, hold on. Let me get my lash together.
She know
before,
it. Come on, Kendra. Let's not do
So,
that.
what's the definition of a provider? That was the first thing you said.
Okay. You know, about come to my needs, my wants as well. That's a necessity, but my needs especially.
What are your needs?
The house, need that bed. No. Need that because that's a great provider.
Triple.
That comes along with it.
That
See,
comes
wait a
along
minute.
with it.
He
Respectfully, let me get her. Let me get her.
Get her.
Respectfully, you come from the most humblest of beginnings, looking at what's going on in that house, okay, and going on with the parents. You coming in here talking about a guy need to get that 5,500 square foot mansion and get you that S-Class, baby. Baby girl, you need to come back down to planet Earth, okay? The air is nice and thin down here. You can breathe, all right? Now, HQ, I'm really going to go in. She better relax. Go ahead, hit the play.
She already done said some negative shit already.
Because I'm really about to go in.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let's listen.
Intended. Okay, so sexual provider, is there a money provider also?
For one, the bills paid.
I cut you off. Say it again.
The bills has to be paid. I love shopping sprees. I love to shop. I love to eat. Gotta have food in the refrigerator. Yes.
Gotta eat every day.
Okay. That's what I come from.
You want to pay all the bills?
I would like, but you know, I meet halfway.
Oh, so you'll do 50-50? Okay, so is that really a provider if you're going half?
Don't she look like Taraji P? I was trying to figure out who the hell she looked like. Taraji P. Henson.
I thought you tell me
75%.
Oh, so 75, you'll do 25. Okay. Anything?
I was hoping that she had different software than her mom and them. I thought maybe she had looked at her mom and them and said, y'all fucked up. And then let me do everything opposite of what y'all think I should do. And then she disappointed.
Anything else before we go to your deal breakers?
That's about it.
Ooh, a guy popped the balloon on you.
Ooh. I don't know what that's somebody.
Okay, we'll keep going. What's your deal breakers?
Mom and them.
What's the deal breakers?
What you won't accept?
What you won't accept from a man?
Little dicks, nah. Little dicks. Okay, money got to be good. I just love like family oriented. I love it.
Wow, what a classy woman to come over here and say that.
Look, the mama said dick for show too. You
no, I dig that, and that's even worse. But
I know.
It's just like, wow, what a freaking lady.
Hey, look, mama ain't no lady. This is how let's be clear. Women learn behavior from their mother. If they live with their mother, they learn behavior. So that's why you are always on stage as a mother. You are always teaching. You are always training. So you need to be cognizant of the things that you do when ain't nobody looking, because that kid could be looking. Okay?
Yeah. That's true.
That's a big, But you know what? Family oriented is a must as well too. But at the same time, I do need that poignant. So you know,
why we keep going back to the poignant? We get all of that.
That's all that's on her mind.
That's all is on. See, I gotta put it down to her sign. Most Scorpios are like this. Most Scorpios Most Scorpios are. Wait, no. Let me put it this way. Not degenerate. Most Scorpios are degenerate inside their head, not necessarily out here where everybody can see it. Okay, because they just are.
Yeah.
Not saying you would
inside their head.
happen this way.
Give me 1 second, HQ.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I would choose family oriented.
So you would choose a family-oriented man who can't put it down in the bedroom.
If I had to choose, yes.
Okay. Over the guy who can put it down in the bedroom, but not going to be there for
I
the
love
family.
my family.
Okay.
What?
Okay. Could he have kids? You don't have any kids yet.
No, he can have kids.
Okay. Okay. Do you want kids?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
I'm not picky.
Y'all gonna choose her to be your baby mama. You gonna choose her to be your baby mama. You see how you would be choosing all wrong right here?
No fat, like I like it solid, the muscle. I'm short, so pick me up, bedroom action. I'm a little bitty, little fun size.
Little bitty fun size. Okay. So we got Diamond, 31 Scorpio, home care, no kids, never married, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Did he make a certain amount of money?
Above average, I would say.
What's average, goofball? What's average?
Everything is up now, so.
What minimum is that?
Uh-oh.
Well, everything is going with the financial wise. Everything is steady changing.
So what does that mean?
401k. Gotta have benefits.
What?
Yes.
Whoa. You just saying stuff, girl. You just saying stuff. Stuff she done heard on TV. 401k, gotta have it. She don't even know. Ask her how much money she need to run a household. Ask them how much money is needed to run a household. A lot of women will not know. They just know how to get it and bring it home. How much? What's the budget?
What's the minimum amount of money he got to make?
I want to say so much. I say about, I don't want to push it. I would prefer 100K a year. I ain't gonna lie. I mean to be real.
You ain't never seen 100K. Ain't no man gonna bring 100K over there. You ain't never gonna get 100K. The only way you gonna get 100K is if you rob a bank. That's the only way you gonna get near it.
Break it down. We're gonna say about 70. That's it. 8.
Okay.
Everything is high. What
you want? I mean,
why she think she's flexing? What the fuck is going on with it? What? Your mama must be behind the camera doing some shit.
My name is.
The price, the gas went up. What you want her to do? She said she likes to shop. And then
Kendra gonna play into this foolishness.
Huh?
Hello.
Instead of checking her and saying, "Hey, have you ever dated anybody that make that kind of money? Have you had that kind of man in your life that make that kind of money?"
She got to eat every day, food in the refrigerator.
This crazy right here.
Diamond, do you make 70K or more?
That's why you got to make more than me. Is that
the other owls, dude? Shout out to you.
I mean, crazy. Most women would say that's fair. Now we got to get the men to agree if that's fair or not.
That's right.
Because one will say you've been living on less thus far. No response to that? What are you going to say to the man that say, you don't even make 70K? Why I got to make 70K?
Right.
He gonna be like, well, you said you can meet me halfway, right?
I don't know what he going to say.
I'm just speaking for him right now, just to say, I mean, I could work up to making up.
Hold on. So let's just take a second. Let's catch our breath. Let's just catch our breath.
We on this whirlwind, sir. We on this whirlwind.
This roller coaster was going one way and the wheels just fell off.
I know it don't even make sense. I don't even understand.
No, that's why I love Lex. Lex is a politician. Did you see how he just scooted right out? Oh,
hell yeah, and walked the hell out the door. Yeah.
He saw the wheels coming off. He's like, oh.
You got that right. I was like, I see this is going off the rails, and I'm really about to go crazy, man. I'm trying not to do that.
Like what? What is she talking about? What?
Oh, okay, first of all, HQ,
what?
Thank you for having me on the panel. You know I love you. No matter what happens.
Okay.
I love you. I love the lamp more, but I love you. Okay. Big props to Lex, everybody in the chat. I have not had coffee since I joined this group. This is how powerful this group is. Okay, so when you marry somebody, so I deal with entertainment part and I deal with brides all the time. So I'm gonna say,
you know what you good at. This is the question I want you to answer.
Okay.
Her mother and her, that dynamic, and tell us why this is a really screwed up interview.
It's a toxic pool. When she first presented herself, she didn't present herself as toxic. Her mom introduced herself and said, "Oh, by the way, this will be toxic." That's what happened. Because when you date somebody, you dating a whole family.
Right.
When they tell you, "Oh, that's my crazy
uncle,"
say it again. When you date somebody, when you marry somebody, when you partner somebody, you dating a whole family.
Thank you.
That one person that they say, "Oh, that's the outlier of the family." No, that's the median. That's the middle part of the family. But they just don't want you to look over the wall.
Right.
When you tell your daughter, and this, I'm gonna say something about you personally. No disrespect, but I'm gonna do it because I love you. You was telling your daughter, you're representing us. You can't be comfortable with you. You always representing us. That's what you were saying to her.
Right.
She couldn't hear you, and she made it an attack versus guidelines.
Right.
When I hear this lady talk, the table was already set. And then once she started talking about sex, everybody in the peanut gallery started laughing. So that's called mirroring. If my bad behavior gets positive feedback, I'm gonna keep doing it.
Right.
Now, there's same people who've been to jail hundreds of times and they'll never fix anything. It's not because they can't fix it, it's because they get a gratification by being caught. That's a certain type. She's getting gratification by being basic, grungy. I forgot what it's ratchet. She's telling you, if you take me to the gala, we getting kicked out. If you take me to a media show opening, a red carpeting, we getting kicked out. That's what she's telling you right now. She's telling you right now.
Right. Oof. She rough, boy. And the mama is right there, right along with her. But she don't know no better. That's why we say the software is corrupted, because she don't know no better. And the mama is encouraging her more and more on this ratchet behavior. We knew what it was. We just wanted to see how far. I was hoping that she said, well, I ain't doing what my mom and them doing. I'm doing something else. That ain't what she said. Soon as we knew she said something crazy, she got the same software as that mama. Same software.
Okay, so we all got that software.
Yeah.
As a counselor, what would be your prescription you would give to her to make her life better?
The only thing you can do is make the dreams that you have inside your head come true for yourself. That's the only thing.
What does that even mean? What the
meaning?
I want my money back. I want my money back right now.
No. Meaning you can't rely on somebody else to bring those joys or those happiness into your life. You'd have to do it yourself. I'd at least tell her that. Because you can't expect no man to come along and give you money. You're still gonna be in the same circumstance. She want a man to come and give her money. She gonna be happy. She gonna do all the things she want to do. She gonna be one of them women that she got a man and she going out the back door to deal with nug. In order to get away from her family, She got those dreams she got in her head of having more money, having beautiful things. She got to make those come true by herself. She can't depend on no man to do that yet.
Okay, and I appreciate you being transparent.
That's what I would tell her.
Okay, but here, let me get some more meat potatoes on that. So she has a framework right now. Her framework is her family. And that's who she getting the ha-ha kikis and girl, you doing better than everybody else. She getting that from her family. Right. So you said the choices her family's made, she hasn't made for some reason. But we can also see that she still has that street behavior. Right. So she has to go hang with people that she's uncomfortable with, that talk better, that have better schooling, that's actually doing family planning, meal planning, that's actually doing feminine care. She has to spend a couple of hours a week because that's a different framework. That's the only way she gonna realize, oh, there's another way to deal with that. Oh, there's another way to talk. Because if you notice, the more Kendra let her talk, the more she disintegrated.
Right. It's just terrible. It's a terrible look. It's a terrible look. You're representing your family to a T, and it's a bad look. Wow.
Up there, but I just feel like as a man, use the head of the house, like use the leader, like you're supposed to provide for. You know, I take care of the household, provide. Everything else falls in line.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. There are definitely men that do those things. So let's not act like that doesn't happen. And there also are men who just can't do those things financially in the economy, right? Yes. So you want to focus on the man that can do those things.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I guess the point I was making, I'm not saying you have to make 70K or 100K. The point I'm making is you've been living thus far without that salary bracket. So it wouldn't be terrible if a guy, or would it be? Would you date a guy that made what you made?
Yes, I would. I'm not picky. I would.
Okay. I'm not. Okay, just asking for insight.
Yes, she is. She fronting like for real.
The Kendra Kim is when you stand up and we see your full body. You look like you small.
I'm very short.
Ooh, we got that ass in our face, girl. Sit your ass.
HQ.
That's wild.
HQ, hold on one second. Okay, so the lady before, I wanted to say something, but I couldn't get on fast enough because you almost made me break my phone. The lady before that was saying she worked in healthcare.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she wants a man that's 150,000.
Right.
That wasn't what she was saying. She was saying when they said, hey, you dating those guys. No, she was being recreational use for those guys. Fact. So just like there's traveling nurses, there's traveling doctors, and there's traveling covering physicians. When those people travel, hey, I'm just going 3 hours away. I'll be there for 3 days. I'm covering for John. He's going to cover next month when we go on our trip to the Bahamas. He got a whole family, got a whole life. He comes in, they have the what is it called? The mumbo jumbo. They do all that.
Right.
And she like, oh, I dated him and he was awesome. No, he was going to eat dinner anyway. He had a per diem. He took you, and then y'all had fun afterwards. He's not calling you when you text him or something. Yeah, he sends you information back, but she counts that as like, yeah, he wanted to marry me, but I didn't want to marry him.
Right. So she just gets attention. Yeah, I kind of alluded to that too, but yeah, respect for that, Zeus. She just gets attention for those type of guys, but none are serious about locking it down.
Right. I didn't know he had a wedding ring on as the story at the end.
Right.
And Lex, I apologize if you said it before, but I want to tell you, you are the greatest politician of mankind. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.
No, you never good, man. You good.
We waiting on him to go off. He ain't went off yet. We've been waiting for him to go off, but he ain't went off yet.
Yeah, hey, it's coming. This thing is going well off the rails.
This girl, listen to this girl.
Zachary, you're 31. What's the age range you want to date?
The oldest I would say 36. I give it about 36.
36. Okay. 36. All right. What's the youngest?
My age, 31.
31 to 36.
Okay.
Okay. All right. When was your last relationship?
About, I could be honest, 2024. I could say my father passed 2022. 2022, actually.
Okay. 2 years ago.
Yeah.
All right. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When was the last time you was intimate with someone?
Pass.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
My attitude. I'm being honest. My attitude. I could say money management wise. I need to work on that. And
She bad
the
with money.
last
She
thing
don't
I would
spend it.
say, listen more, talk less.
Yeah, she got 3 of the bad ones. Her attitude, she
Her
don't know how to
attitude, I can smell it.
manage
Yeah.
no money. I can't stand
Yeah.
a person that don't know how to manage no money. Because that
Yeah.
means every day you come back to me asking me for money.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
spent all my money. I know HQ got money. Let me spend my money. No.
Yeah. I hate that.
And then she said, what was the last thing she said? Manage your money. She got attitude, and I forgot what that last one was. All 3.
HQ, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
When these women say they got an attitude, what does that mean to you?
That means that when she has an attitude, like she always puffing her chest out at men. She always puffing her chest out. Like he'll say something and she'll be like, well, I ain't finna do that. Or I don't know what you talking about. Or we ain't finna do that. I ain't finna do that. I bet you I won't do that. I ain't doing it. That kind of attitude.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, an extension of that part too. So what is talking back then? What if that's attitude, then what is talking back?
That's a part of talking back right there.
See, I think they're 2 different things.
Yeah, I mean, it may be
whoa,
different things.
Settle down. We in this together. Don't implode yet. We got a long show, baby girl. We got a long show. Okay. So an example of this in the media would be there's a video of Travis Hunter, the football player, and his girlfriend is doing all these windmill motions and arm motions. Marco the queen, whatever her name is, Marco whatever. There's a lot of times where she's not saying nothing, but she's moving her arms and she's doing the dream snatching and she's doing the shit that she don't never do. But now that every camera's on her, she feels like she has to do that, aka decorum and composure, aka pull me to the side and say, hey baby, when you did this. So to me, this is what feminine energy is. HQ, you and I are having a disagreement in front of everybody, and you pull me aside, hey baby, come here, and you grab my pinky finger and you say, hey, I'm saying this with love and respect, or I didn't want to embarrass us in front of everybody, but when you did this and this, is there a better way we can handle it? Now we're in it together. It's not you against me, because when you go to a media showing and they take pictures, they pick everything apart. And if you doing any of that blacka shit, those are the nonverbals. The talk. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying that you remember when her and Travis were doing that press conference or something, and they were taking pictures of Travis and her, just for example, that young lady, and they were taking pictures, and she was sitting on the couch, and she was like, why is it that she was saying, you're not paying attention to me, or do I have to sit on this couch all day? Or she was saying something to that effect. That is a person that has an attitude for no reason, and you're bringing drama for no reason. A person that brings drama for no reason has an attitude for no reason. I mean, I don't even know how to do the neck thing. You know how women do the neck thing? Like, I forgot how they do it. I don't even know how to do that neck thing. An attitude. Talking back is when he's trying to end the conversation or end the whole discussion, and she continues to go on, continues to press forward to embarrass. See, I would never go in public and get embarrassed. I would never embarrass a man, and I would never be embarrassed, right? Because if we're going to get into an argument, it ain't going to be in front of the camera. It's not going to be in front of anybody. If I had an argument, it's going. We finna go in the closet. We finna go in the bathroom. We finna go in the bedroom. Now let's have a discussion right here. But we're not having it in front of the kids, people, public. We're not finna do that. We just not. Because if you get out with me, I'm walking away. And you're gonna be like, why she walk away? I'm walking away. I'm walking to a place that's quiet. Nobody's watching. Then if you want to holler at me, you can do it there, but you're not gonna do it in front of nobody. And I'm not finna do it to you. Oh, I'm gonna walk away, definitely. Keep walking. Well, I won't say a word. I'll just turn around, walk out the door. If you follow me, you follow me. If you don't, you don't. But I'm not gonna have this discussion in front of anybody.
So I appreciate you sharing that, and I'm gonna see if I can.
Hey, I gotta step away for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm gonna send something to you, and then maybe we can have a discussion about that. It's called How to Fight Fair, and I think some of the things you're talking about are very adult things. And once you learn, why do people fight? Like why when they fighting and yelling, why are they yelling? When a police officer or an authority figure come in and say, okay, what are you trying to say? They get you to calm down to get to what you're trying to say. When you start yelling, it's because you don't feel like you're being heard.
Right.
The other thing is, I think if we learn when to and when not to, and then we can do quick evaluations. Hey, like, is that important right now? I had a high profile girlfriend. We went somewhere. I'm a great storyteller. It's not my time to tell stories. It's her time to shine 24/7. Even if I got to step out a photo, it's her time to shine. Is there one photo of me, but there's 8 with her bosses and her coworkers? That's what we want. So I think what you're saying is good. I think in the Travis Hunter, and I don't want to just keep beating Travis Hunter, but the Travis Hunter thing, this is something that I realized when you were talking about it. Crescendo. Crescendo is like when you go to a movie and you know something's getting ready to happen and they start with a very low sound and then it keeps building up. I think the Travis Hunter, the Russell Wilson, the whoever else, their attitude is, hey, baby, what's wrong? Nothing. Hey, baby, do you want to get some ice cream? I know it's your favorite. If you want to. And it just keeps building and building where she doesn't have the tools to say, hey, this is really bothering me. How do you want me to handle it? And that's letting go of that energy. It just keeps building to a nitpicking, and pushing things. And then all of a sudden, he throws a remote across the room. Now he's a narcissist. He's super aggressive. She feels threatened. It turns into that whole thing. So a lot of times to me, when I hear situations where people say it got aggressive, it's because they kept nitpicking. And then people call that poking the bear.
Right.
And you'll see those incidents. And I think what you said is very adult. Hey, you know what? I'm uncomfortable right now, but I'm going to go over here. Just let me be by myself and do a reset.
Right.
You have to learn that. That's a tool. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, you got to learn that because people's natural instinct is to get their point across. And sometimes you don't know how to stop and it escalates. And a lot of people don't know how to say it's another time. See, people, the problem I think people have a problem with is everybody thinks that they're the main character. And sometimes you're a side character. Sometimes you're on the side waiting to come out and shine. You're not always you're not always the only person in the middle of the stage. Even though this is your life, you're not always the main character in your life. You can't, sometimes you can be a side character. You can be a wife and you can be a side character. And a lot of people don't know how to get off the stage. It's always got to be about me. It can never be about another person. I can never stand back in the shadows and let another person shine because then I feel unseen, right? And this is why a lot of people argue too.
Can I add 2 things to that? I love that framework. So instead of them being the side character, let's make them the co-star.
Co-star. Okay. I got you.
They're the co-star. And then the other thing you're talking about is there used to be an actress called Jack Kay. And I want to say she played in that Cosby metaverse, I think.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But
I know what you're talking about.
She's the type of person, they would say, hey, everybody stand in a single file line. She's standing in a single file line. They go, when we count to 3, everybody step back. Well, they go 1, 2, 3, and she would step forward. Now she knew she was supposed to step back, but she stepped forward, and she go, "Oh my God, did I do that?" And she would get 10 to 15 seconds to be this impossible person in front of everybody.
Right.
I think his name is Urkel. Urkel would always do something they told him not to do, and then he would say, "Did I do that?"
Oh yeah. I remember, but I never saw Urkel. I never watched that show, but I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
that's called star staging.
Right. And sometimes you can't be that. Sometimes you just cannot be that. And sometimes it's your life. We get it. But sometimes you got to be the supporting character, the supporting actress. You can't always be the main. And a lot of people just want to be a main. And I believe when women argue back at men, it's because they want to be the main thing. And sometimes you got to be the support person. You can't be the main person. Why am I arguing back and forth with you? Why do I have to have the last word? Because I got to be the last person on the stage. And you don't always have to be the last person.
Agreed.
Okay.
I think something that you did, and I know I'm bringing up your personal stuff. I think something you did with your husband was you challenged him in a feminine way. You won't look at it as challenging him in a feminine way, but we need women to pose questions and not opinions. Right. We don't care about your opinions, but when you give us feedback, that gives us a target. Men build because of women.
Right.
We build a square and women go, "Is there some way we can take some of those hard edges off?" Damn, we got a circle. Now we got a square and a circle.
Right. See, I'm not, I hate to have, I like to argue. Don't get me wrong. I like to argue, even if it's a senseless argument, I like to argue, but not in a relationship. I'm not in, you know what I'm saying? It's different. Other people out here,
because
I love to argue. I do that all day.
We get it. You crazy. We get it. And we accept it.
But not in a relationship. I'm gonna acquiesce a lot of time because I don't care whether it doesn't matter to me whether I'm the main character or not. We got a play going on. We got something going on, and regardless of whether I'm the main character or the supporting character, I don't care. In a relationship, I don't care. See, and that's it.
So when you said to your husband, I'm not sure if I got it correct, but he was carrying a gun and he did open carry, and you said, "Do you carry that everywhere?" Well, why do you need to carry that everywhere? You gave him, "Hey, baby, I'm with you and I feel safe. We will be all right." That's what you was really saying in a feminine way. And he changed his protocol. I have never, don't get me wrong. I know he had a gun. He would have a gun, but I've never looked at it and said, "Oh, that's a gun." You know what I'm saying? I've never seen it like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging you. I'm just using it as a loose example of how to address something and not judge it, but just posing that question makes a man go, "Hey, you could do better."
Right.
With that said, I'm in.
He said, Black America said, "I don't want feedback on opinions. It's not open for discussion." Yeah. I know where that is.
Listen more to our class. Okay.
Let's listen to her.
And Diamond, why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I'm one of a kind, as you can see.
As you can tell. Because what?
My name is Diamond.
Diamond in the rough, you've been looking for? Diamond in the rough right here.
Is she right here?
Right here.
She right here. There would be so much work to do with this young lady. There would be all that programming from mom and dad. It would just be so much programming that you would have to get past the female programming, only mama at home programming. Apparently sexual things is real easy for them to have a conversation about. I don't know. It just seems icky, and it's a lot of headache. Only if you came from that dynamic, only if you understood that dynamic would this not bother you. You know what I'm saying?
She would never be happy. She would never be happy. She doesn't know what, she can't write down what happiness looks like to her.
It's going to take a special guy to go over there. Not a special smart guy, a special regular guy that's gonna put up with the nonsense, get cussed out, get told off, get the hell away from me. You ain't getting no sex. Don't you go out there and do this, that, and the third. She's that type person.
But she's that type of person that would talk to another guy in front of you to get you jealous, and then you'd be cutting somebody's head off. Anyway, with that said, I'm in.
Right. She seems to be, I mean, she's not a bad, sometimes you can change her, but it's going to take time to change. She has to want to expose herself to other things.
She's not coachable. Stop it. She's not coachable. Stop it. Just admit it. You don't have to catch, you won't have to save every fish. She is not coachable. She don't want to be coached.
Every person is now, I believe every person can be redeemed at some point. I hate to write people off. You hate to write people off. I get it. But it's just not in me. People can change. You can change. Zeus, you can change. I don't know how, but
I'm gonna let Jesus handle that when I'm out.
It can change.
Black people, can we get a translation on what this means?
I love you so much.
I need a black. I love you back, girl. Black delegation. Can we confirm the language of the head move when in the eyes? I think this is a black woman thing. Maybe a gay man can give me the answer.
Talking about meat in front of her mom, yeah, it is wild. I would never. I'd be too embarrassed.
What does this translate to in?
I refuse to have my daughter say anything. Don't talk to me about nothing like that. That does not happen in front of me.
Words.
The fuck?
I think that is. That's what it means.
In my head, I'm the fuck.
Cause
the fuck.
The fuck. All right, Diamond, let's get to it. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
No, I am not, but I am going to sign up right now.
Okay.
Yeah, she's taking instruction from Mama and them. She's taking instruction from the Mama and them. But that's okay. No, I'm not saying change 100, 360. I'm not talking about 360. I'm saying you can recognize that you fucked up. Excuse my French. You can recognize that you're kind of fucked up and then say, I don't know how to be a wife, so let me do it. Like I tell everybody, I used to read all the time. Even as a kid, I used to read how to cook, how to be, how to get married. What kind of book do I want? Do I want a memory book? Cut out magazines, cut out pictures of the way I wanted my house to be, the way I wanted to get married. I did all of those things when I was a kid, read about it. How do I get married? What are the vows? I did all of that. Because I wanted to choose to be married. You know what I'm saying? And some people just want to be married, but they don't choose to be married. Because once you get married, your intention is to stay married, which would put you in the frame of mind to do everything you can to be that wife, to continue to be that wife. And I get it. Sometimes it doesn't work. But a lot of times it does work. Because that other person is choosing to be a husband. Just don't forget, it's just not a woman choosing to be a husband. Choosing to be a wife. The husband as well has to be a person that chooses to be a husband. I choose to be your husband. I choose to take care of you. I choose to be the provider. I choose. A lot of men, same as women, they just want to be a husband. They just want to change the ring. And without really choosing to be married. Because if you choose, everything is a choice. Everything is a choice. You choose to be married. You choose to be faithful. You choose to be mean. You choose to be nice. You choose not to talk back. You choose not to hit. You choose all of these things. And when you choose to be married, you're saying that you're going to choose to do all of the things that is to stay married. That's the way I look at it. Everything is a choice.
Why do women want to get married?
They got to know why they want to get married.
I'm asking you, why do you think?
We all want to get married for different reasons. I wanted to get married because I wanted a life with another. I knew early on that I was not a good I did not want to be single on this planet. I knew that early on. So I decided I was going to do everything I could to make myself marriageable, to make myself irresistible, if you will, to somebody so they would make me their wife and I would have the life of having a man in my life. I chose that particular life. When you choose, you have to choose that. You can't just say, I'm going to get married. Because a lot of women say, I just going to get married. But what does that mean? What does that mean to you to get married? I want to get married. I want to have the wedding and all. I never had no fancy wedding. Me and Fee went down to the courthouse. We went down to the courthouse. I had on some shitty ass dress. And he had jeans on. And it was a Saturday. We decided, let's get married. No fancy shit. I never had no honeymoon. I never had any of those things because I wanted to be married. I wasn't worried about no wedding dress, none of that. Okay. I had some shitty ass pink and white shit. And we didn't even have nobody to witness our marriage. It just happened to be two strangers that just happened to be walking by. And he was like, you need two witnesses. And I was like, can you be, can you be our witness, because we're getting married, blah, blah, blah. And that we just woke up one day and said, you know what? Hey, let's get married. Saturday. Boom, let's do it. We didn't have no nothing. He just went in there with some jeans. I had on some shitty ass little dress. That's it. That's a choice to be married. I didn't care about a wedding. I didn't care about going to a church. I didn't care about dressing up. I didn't do any of those things. I just woke up one morning, put on some shitty ass dress, a flowery dress, not one of the clingy dresses, one of the flowery dresses, And he was like, let's go get married. And I was like, okay. And then we just went down there and got married. We didn't have no rings. We didn't have none of that. Because we was a poor couple. We didn't have no rings or nothing. Just walked into the courthouse. And two strangers was our witnesses. I don't even know their name.
Do you say two strangers or two angels?
Two strangers. Two angels. Could have been two angels. I don't know. They were walking by together. These two ladies were walking by together. It was like, can you be our witnesses, please? We don't have any witnesses. We just woke up one morning and decided we were going to get married. That was it. So I'm just saying, you don't need all of the fluff. No best man. No, it was just us and the judge. It was just us, two witnesses, and the judge. That's it.
And I appreciate you sharing that and being transparent. I always love that about you. I think a lot of people love to have I think a lot of women want to have the party.
Right.
But you committed to doing the work ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure you kept making those books and making little things, and every twist and turn and every crisis, you kept trying to figure out, okay, how we going to work past this?
Yeah, I was a geek. I was a geek. But as I said, I read a lot of books about being married, responses, how I'm supposed to respond, who's supposed to lead, who's supposed to be in charge. I let him lead and, didn't question, and maybe that was the wrong way. I don't know. We were young, maybe that was, but I trusted him enough to say, hey, look, but he was an exceptional person. He had to be in order to just take on me and two kids. And he did what he did without question. He was just like,
as I told you, he had been waiting on you.
Right.
That was cosmic. That's what your situation is. It ain't gonna happen to nobody else. It ain't gonna. I know you think it will. You think it's everyday and average. Nothing about that story is average. The commitment to not getting married.
Right.
So your investment was your soul.
Yeah.
His investment was his soul, his heart.
Yeah, I went to work. He went to work later on that day too. He went to work later on that night too. Yeah, he did. Just
right, but I see a lot of people spend a lot of money. 8 months later, they're divorced because they love having the party, right. But when it was time to do the work, the whole tone had changed. So you said why women get married. I'm gonna say why men get married. Men don't want to be married. We don't want to be married. We love companionship. So we want that woman to be companions for us. We want to make agreements like, hey, we're going to build this. Will you come with us? And when women are in the dating mode and they're trying to make the team, they will do all those things. But once they get married, they get a gaggle of friends and then they start getting lost in the, I want to be happy.
They wanted more of a show. You wanted more of a show. I mean, you don't even need, they wanted more of a show. So you have to really, when you dating a woman and you dating, you really have to buckle down. Do they have their head on the ground? Do they have their feet on the ground? No, I didn't, you didn't see that. I didn't see what growing up. That's all I saw was married people. I mean, my parents were like solid, just no frills. They didn't drink. My parents were very square. They weren't religious, but they didn't drink, not buckled down. They were just, square people. They just was.
That's called hard edge. I didn't know what it was called. That's called hard edge. It's the people who are no nonsense.
Right.
They can focus on the task. They don't drink. They don't smoke. They don't do any extracurricular activities. But like if you need them in a fire, they gonna be there. If you need them to take you to somewhere to bring you some food, they're gonna be there. Those people are called hard edge.
Right. I mean, they were no nonsense. They were no nonsense. My parents were, no, they weren't hard. I didn't get whoopings like that. I was, because I was a good kid. I was a good kid.
The hard doesn't mean that. It just means they're very disciplined. Hard edge term.
Didn't drink. I never saw them drink. They never smoked. They didn't smoke. They didn't drink. They didn't. My dad owned a motorcycle, and he loved his motorcycle with his brothers, and they did, the things they did. And he had like 10 brothers and sisters, and my mom only had like 4. So they were very no nonsense. They never fought in front of us. I learned to go in the bedroom. If we're gonna fight, we're gonna go in the bedroom. We're not gonna do it in front of kids. We're not gonna traumatize the kids. I learned all of that from my parents.
Wait. So you learned it from your parents, right? Yeah. That's called a framework. And then when you look at your brothers and sisters and your uncle, and they have the same framework, that's echoing the framework. Make sense?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So when we were talking about Bonquisha here, she has a mom who has a single mom. Even if you're married, you can have a single mom attitude.
That's right.
And those attitudes will echo to your kids. Those frameworks will echo to your kids. I'll send you a movie. It's called Presence. It's a scary movie, but it has a lot of family dynamics in it that you see and you go, holy moly. But there's some good excerpts we can take out. Well, anyway, with that said, I'm in.
Yeah, Black America. Hello.
Good afternoon. Hello. Hey guys. Hello to the chat. Yeah. I just had a couple of quick questions. HQ, or like a statement and a question. You've seen marriage growing up, and people emulate what they see. So it wasn't hard for you because it's rinse and repeat. You see what I mean? It's monkey see, monkey do. The problem is people aren't seeing marriage anymore. Like most of my grown kids, most of them are married because they've always seen me, and they mom married. But other people, don't have that same dynamic.
Right.
So I think, and I totally disagree with Zeus for the companionship part. I don't know, Zeus. You think we want a companion? I think the reason we get married and the reason women get married are completely different. But when we get married, we know that we are signing up to give our lives. We know that, and we don't have a problem. Every man, even a man who cheats, know that his life is dedicated to his woman. And I know it sounds weird, but if you take the girl he cheated with and his wife and hung them both over a cliff, he's gonna pull up his wife 10 times out of 10. Because we dedicate our lives to you when we marry, even when we do bad shit. So I don't know. I just had to say that.
Right.
And this girl don't look bad. She look like she got a sexy body. I don't know nothing about her mama.
You ain't seen her mama?
That's it.
This
I
is her
seen
mama
her
right here.
I seen the mama, but I'm saying, as long as, this is why I tell every guy, the woman you get has to be able to be absorbed into you. That woman has to start using the phrases you use. Mm-hmm. She has to start eating the way you like to eat. If you don't eat strawberry cheesecake, she can no longer eat strawberry cheesecake. Mm-hmm. That woman has to assimilate and be absorbed into the person you are. If that woman cannot do that, she is not good for you. The reason why a lot of women aren't married and can't get married now is because they have their own lives and their own ways of doing things, and they can't be absorbed into a man's life. So in turn, they become useless to men. Not to the society as a whole, but to men, they are now useless.
Yeah, there's a lot of women. There's a lot of women who don't want to acclimate to a man. They think the man is supposed to acclimate to them, and I think that's a part of why marriages won't last. Is because he's really not going to do that. He's really not going to cling to you. You have to cleave to him. And women, it's easier for us to do it, but women don't want to do it because they're vulnerable, or they feel vulnerable, or they feel like they may be getting used. And that's why women don't like to do it when they're older women who have lived on their own for a while or did certain things for a while without, dealing with a man. That's why men say they don't want to deal with older women, is because of these things they have already set in their ways, and they don't want to be absorbed. That's the problem. That's why I recommend you getting married around between 25 and 30 if you're gonna get married.
I agree 100%. That's that girl, the dark-skinned girl that was on vacation. She's just gonna have to vacation by herself for the rest of her life. And just like Lex said, she's not very attractive. That's one. Her income requirements are for a regular guy, because that's what she qualifies for as a regular guy, are extremely ridiculous. And she says she's been there and she's done it all. Men don't want a woman who's done it all. We want a woman. If I take you to the Grand Canyon, I want that to be your first experience at the Grand Canyon. I want to take you to Tony Romo's and Olive Garden, and then be able to take you to Piero's and all of these places. I want to be your guy. I want to be your
right.
I don't want you to be like, oh yeah, I done been there and did that. Right? Because then there's nothing I can show you. What use am I?
And see, I would never say that. I would never say that. I would be fortunate. I would never say, oh, I've been here before. I ain't no big deal. I would never say that.
Right. And
Black America.
And so,
Black America. Can I interrupt?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
And respectfully, we're saying the same thing. That's companionship. That's companionship. We're just saying it a different way. And I just tried to cut down how I think men, how we feel about women being in our lives is more simplified than what women do. That's why women leave 75% of the time. But please go ahead. I love hearing you. Go ahead.
No, it's not that. So I don't see it as I don't see it as companionship, and this is why I'm gonna tell you why. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, married men make more money. Everybody always says that, but there is a why behind that. Married men make more money because they have to be more productive, because they have to take care of somebody else. You see what I mean? A man is only as good as his network and his use to the group. A homeless man is useless to damn near everybody. So his mind is warped and he has no use. If somebody would put him to work, then his whole demeanor changes. You see? So it's just like a functioning alcoholic or a functioning crackhead. When those functioning alcoholics are at work, they could be the best at their freaking jobs. But when they're a drunk, they're useless to people. And people don't understand. So in context with that, a man, when he has a woman that he is working for, he has something to look forward to and strive to. A man without any purpose, he's gonna go insane. He's gonna end up on the trash heap with the rest of the bums. And a woman and children give men that purpose.
Zeus, or will you listen? Zeus got knocked off. Okay. Okay, he got knocked off. Give me your final thoughts, guys. Give me your final thoughts. Your final thoughts, please.
I'll go first because I'm gonna jump off. HQ, you're doing your thing. You're climbing every day. I watched you as a little baby shark coming over on This Might Be Risky, talking shit, and you're still doing it. And now you're kind of flip flopping back and forth. I just want to give you some words of encouragement.
I have to find my own voice. It's just a matter of finding my own voice, of going back and forth. See, I'm more of a political type person, or more of a world event type person, more of a person that I like to report that kind of stuff as opposed to relationship stuff. Because because people, it's very difficult to talk to young people because they really don't want to listen. So it's difficult to get into that space, and some people are very good at it, and I'm not very good at it because I'm not that type person. I do more, content like worldly content, or what's happening in the world, or this, that, and the third. That's why I say sometimes I may just do a nightly show, that like an hour show, and it'd be hot topics. And I said, how would y'all like a hot topic show? We just want 1 hour, boom, 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 and then we out of there. Because I like.
Yeah, I dig it, but I understand that you are kind of clawing your way, and like you said, finding your voice in this space, and it can get hard talking, because mostly men come up and we talk, and I understand that it's hard because we have to mansplain and we see things so differently as men.
And I see things differently, and I see things in my, differently in my, my capacity. And it's not the same as you all's. It probably never will be. And the whole thing is, it works for you. Your vision, the way you think works for you. My vision and the way it works for me, in my life. So I look at it that way, and we may be totally and completely different from each other, but that's okay, because if we were the same, then it would be a boring world if we all thought the same, looked the same, did the same
but
thing.
It starts to get hard when you have to suck up all of these different ideas from a bunch of harsh, brash men, and it's just like the fit, feminine, and friendly. Like, you hate that shit. You don't think it's right when every man says.
That's not. No. I think it's right. I just don't think young women are going to take to it. I was born with, I have that philosophy because it's like just breathing to me. The fit feminine, that's just breathing to me because that's normal for me, but it's not normal for other women. So I don't even think about it. I get up, you do your exercise, your diet. That's normal for me. Other women is not so normal. So I try to represent the other women because, right now I haven't eaten since 11 o'clock this afternoon. So I starve myself for like 9-10 hours before I eat a meal. So I understand.
Yeah, well, you doing the keto thing. I got you. I dig it.
But a lot of women don't. But a lot of women don't.
So HQ, you just have to let those women fall by the wayside. Right. I'm sorry, everybody's not going to be able to go, and those women that aren't going to be able to be fit, they're going to get bottom of the barrel men. Those women that aren't friendly, they're going to have to suck a golf ball through a water hose so they can have a man be around them, so they can get pregnant, so they can have kids. Because at the end of their life, right? Like with you and Fee, like I was telling you about your retirement, at the end of their life, they're going to be in one of their kids' basements or in an upstairs room because they're not going to be able to live like you. They're not going to be able to travel. My mom done been all around the world, but my dad worked to the damn near till he couldn't work anymore. Right. You see what I mean? And his retirement funds her whole lifestyle. Right. So these other women, they're not going to have what you guys had. Right. You understand? So you have to just let these women go. You can't try to save these most of these women are trolls, and you can't try to save them. So don't try to put them on your back. Right. Because it's going to do nothing but weigh you down and turn you into a bag lady. So I just wanted to give you some encouragement because I seen your videos this week and I was like, ooh, these niggas are starting to get on her nerves. And she's like, to hell with all of y'all. And I was like, I might have to go ahead and tell her to give me a call so she can have a counseling session. But
I'm back to myself. It's just a matter of changing the content to what I'm comfortable with, and I'm not really throwing out the opinions like that. I'm doing more of fact-based stuff. That's all. Just doing more fact-based stuff. But it is what it is. And I thank you for coming out, Black America. I thank you for coming up. I thank you.
All right. Bye. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you.
Peace. I'm back. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Give me your final thoughts, sir.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I echo a lot of that I heard from him. Like, you got to get yourself out there. Attraction is the entry point.
Yeah, Ty Pro said to me, I was wilding out that last week. I wasn't trying. That wasn't a matter of trying or anything. It's just that, things are frustrating. They are frustrating, and I think I'm a better. It's just different. We just have to do different things. That's all.
What frustrated you so much?
Frustrated is so much. I have to give you an example. Like someone will say, and I think it may have been on the show with it might have been Poppy Blanco.
Yeah.
Poppy Blanco. I think it may have been one of the last shows that we had, right?
Yeah.
Together. And he was saying something. And everybody on the planet has a point of view, right? Everybody has their point of view. And everybody has things that work successfully in their relationship and everything like that. So my frustration comes from when you tell me all women are hoes, just for example, all women are hoes. And I say, you can't prove that. Or I say, that can't be true because there's beautiful humans all over the place. If you insist on that, then I look at it. I'm obviously I'm going to argue about that because that makes sense to me. The world is full of millions of people, billions of people. So I don't agree with that. Or women respond.
Yeah, because that would be saying Amish women are hoes and everything. So we gotta be realistic. That's not realistic.
Hold up.
I have found that men in this space tell, they how do I say? Men in this space tell women how women feel, and that frustrates me because I'm a woman, and when you ask me and I tell you that's not how women think, and you insist on saying that is how women think, and I keep saying no, that's not how women think. That's frustrating to me because it's like you're putting yourself in the female place and expressing what a female says is correct. I deliberately try not to speak for men. I try to speak what men have said to me, and if you correct me, then I'm corrected. But that's what gets frustrating to me is that when we get stuck, we get entrenched in our thought processes, and we think our position can't be seen. I try to make it so that if you tell me something in about a relationship, I always try to come from the middle. I say all of us do that. He say, well, women do this, and I say, well, all people do that. Even men do that. And then people say, well, you're defending the woman when you say all women do that or all people do that. Because I believe all of us you're just a different side of the coin. We're the same. We're a different side of a coin, men and women. And the things we do, men do, and things men do, women do. Specific things when it comes to, waist and height and all that kind of stuff. But most of the times our feelings and our actions, we do the same thing. So I don't try to say it's specific to just women or specific to just men, right? And somebody talked to me today about the video I did with about what the hell is her name? She did an interview with
K. Michelle?
Yeah, I did that video.
Yeah.
Okay. But do you know how modern women think? I am a modern woman. I am a modern woman. What do you think? I live in ancient times. I'm a modern woman too.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's all the way true. I mean, I can't tell you what type of woman you are, but
I'm
HQ.
a modern woman. What do you mean?
Well, hold
you
on.
trying to say I'm old?
HQ. You're not the same as India Love or Cooking with Kaya though. Like, let's be real. Now, and I'm not saying that because of your age, because even if all three of y'all was the same age right now, your demeanor is different from them girls.
Yeah, mine's is very much. I'm very much reserved. Let's put it there.
Yeah, those girls are making OnlyFans content. They're doing a lot of stuff out here.
Oh, I would never. So okay, so I get it. I get it. Yes, old is not the same. I get it. But I can understand them. I'm a 304 waiting to get out of this body, but I can't.
Oh my!
You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, Zeus, go ahead. I got a lot to say about this. You got to.
You understand what I'm saying? My mental and it would never allow me to do that. But that doesn't mean I don't look at that woman and say, I wish I could be more like that. I wish, but I can't.
Do you wish you could be like those girls?
No, not really, but I'm just saying I admire. No, let me put it this way. I admire the boldness of it. Just the boldness of it. To be able to put yourself out there and say that, not do that, because I would never want to do that. But I'm saying what it takes to be that way. But
think about it though. Those modern women have been unsuccessful at getting the results that you get.
That's correct.
And in a lot of situations, like similar to yours, those people are still married. Again, condolences to your to your husband passing and everything. But but the Ruby Roses and the there's a lot of attention and fast money right now, but we don't know where it's gonna end up.
I wish I would. He said, do you wish you were younger? If I could be 25 again for just one day or just 1 week, I would set my ass up with so much money. I would set my ass. That would be my focus. It wouldn't be a man or anything. It would be my focus to say, okay, I know what's gonna happen in the year 2027, but here it is, 1993. Let me set my shit up so that I'm straight. That's if I could be younger again, it would only be for that. It wouldn't be for anything else. I would want to be the same person that I am, except I would set myself up to be rich.
Hey, I'm gonna let Zeus jump in. You're gonna have to extend the show. I got a lot to say. Go ahead, Zeus.
I didn't say anything weird. I didn't say anything.
Go ahead, Zeus.
Zeus.
Wait. Thank you, Lex, and thank you, HQ. And let me say this again: Black America. I love that guy. I love because he doesn't speak like all of us, but he's doing the same thing. He's in groups helping men.
Right.
We're just never gonna. Our terminology is never gonna be the same.
Yeah.
Same with Jay Tillman. Jay Tillman has a way of saying things different than me. Same thing with Aaron. Those guys are, and you know, the great politician himself, Lex.
Jay may be mad at me. He may be mad at me because
I'm sure you deserve it. But anyway, with that said, you know, we're saying all women are whores. Is that what you said?
No, I'm saying when you hear something like for example, now if I walked into a room full of men and I said, all you guys don't have no dick discipline, all of y'all cheat and blah blah blah, wouldn't you all be offended if I walked into a room and I said that?
We're not equal. We're not equal.
Yeah, but
we might say something about it, but we're not offended. See,
yeah, but we wouldn't be offended. That's the thing, though.
Yeah, we wouldn't be offended. See, okay, so let me just give you a couple of cosmic things.
Why wouldn't you be offended?
Hold on a second, sisters. Hold on a second. Settle down. With that said, let me give you a couple of things. What's Jesus's mother's name in the Bible?
Mary.
Okay. What's the woman that he saved? Mary.
Jezebel.
It's Martha. Martha. It's the same
Martha.
name. It's the same name.
Right.
When the world goes to hell in a handbasket, whether she's the Prince Diana or she's the meth addict's girlfriend, they have the same value when we strip everything else away. The coup d'etat. And that's what they're gonna lean on. That's more of what we're saying. When Lex just said the Amish, if a woman doesn't bear in the Amish, she's shunned from the Amish. They pick her to manufacture for the farm. So when we're saying that, we're not saying it as a disrespect, because time has shown us. Let's take statistics. What's the oldest profession in the world?
Prostitution.
There you go.
Farming, actually, but a lot of people say prostitution.
Oh, farming. Okay. Farming is the oldest profession in the world.
Lex, you're a great politician. You're a great politician. When that father wanted to give his land away, what did he give away?
Yeah.
Say it, Lex. Say it.
No.
What? His daughter?
No, he gave away. Well, they gave away different things. So in those eras and in that time, like sometimes they gave away cattle, they gave away land in addition with the daughters. There was a dowry involved too.
Bingo.
Yep.
Bingo, because the daughter would manufacture more workers for the farm. Okay. That's the element of it. I think some of the women in the behavior is what we're shunning. We're not shunning that they have power. That's not what we're doing at all. But anyway, with that said, I don't want to get too far off course. Okay. HQ, I love you guys. I love the panel. Even the people that I don't agree with, I still agree with. Anyway, with that said, I'm in. Bye.
Thank you. Give me your final thought, Triple and Zeus.
Hey, beautiful panel. That's all I can say. I
gotta find. I'm sorry. I gotta find something that I can cling to over there. That Jason Black. Just
you keep saying that, but it's like I thought you was gonna be in the chat or call up.
You said what?
I thought you was gonna be in the chat over there or call up.
He got so much. Dude got so much stuff. I can't. He got so much stuff. I don't even know where to start.
I would say start with the business. I'll be interested in hearing your perspective from some of his business stuff. The Black Authority stuff go deep, you know.
No.
I mean, they both go deep though. So
yeah, but see, I would have to know him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I would have to.
Well, you know him by calling up. Like I've called up several times.
Man, I ain't finna get cussed out. I ain't finna do that. I ain't finna.
You just gotta keep it respectful. And
I would keep it respectful.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't have much to worry about then. Okay. You know, I would
please
say
don't
that.
Call in.
A lot of people.
Erica in the comments, Erica said, "Please don't call in on the broadcast."
Why not, Erica? Honest question. Why not, baby?
I don't know. Y'all know that man better than me. I don't know.
Hey, Erica.
She said, "Please don't call in on the broadcast." Oh Lord.
Why not? If she got some questions, Erica, why not?
I want to review I want to look at more of his content to see. You know, I want to look at more of his content. Wait a minute. If I reviewed something that he did,
yeah,
he don't go to other people's channel, do he?
I don't know. He may see it. Maybe he do. Maybe he don't. I don't know. But I mean, he's exactly how he is on that show. I've talked to Jason outside of the show. Like I talk with him one-on-one. He's exactly that same guy for real.
He just be giving that royal energy for real.
I'll say this. He is probably the most tactical guy I've ever talked to in a conversation. Like his approach to conversation is extremely unique. I haven't seen it before.
I wanted to hear more of him going up against his wits with another person. I wanted to see more of his fighting style. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you would have to it depends on what's being debated. It'd have to be somebody that it ain't a lot of guys I would even, you know, put in the arena with him on that front. Like it's very, very, very few. Like a couple guys I could think of. You don't think him and women. I would have to think of a good person that's a debate. You ever heard of Mr. Fantastic? Heck no. Hey, he cooked Mr. Fantastic. I'm gonna tell you, they had a debate.
Oh, it
was a show. And Jason went on it. I'm trying to remember whose stream was this.
Was. Please remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it. And he cooked it. Mr. Fantastic is nobody. Oh, nah, he got destroyed by Jason.
And there's another guy, Mr. Philosophy. He's very good too. He's very Mr. Philosophy.
Mr. Philosophy.
Yeah, his name is.
I ain't too much of a fan of him. One of the only guys I could kind of see, of course. He agrees with everything Professor Black Truth puts out, so that ain't really the talk. But who I would like, but he's a little bit too all over the map, and he's got a lot of things going on with him. Is the Saint and the Sinner. Now that's a real smart brother. The Saint and the Sinner. Hold on. No, I didn't. Hold on. Hear me out. That's a real smart brother, but. He tried to do too much though, but I consider him an historian. He got a lot of knowledge. He's very smart. Yeah, and he got opposing views from Jason too. That's why it would be a good discussion.
Yes, it was.
But he got too much going on. Go ahead, HQ.
Yeah, he would definitely Saint and the Sinner, Saint and the Sinner. But see, the Saint and the Sinner be taking low key shots, so he'd be taking low key shots. But
he do. I would like to see that because he's got opposing views on a lot of stuff that Jason has. So that's when you get a good debate. Right. You know,
it's called the Saint and the Sinner. He's called the Saint and the Sinner. Yeah, I listen to him too.
Yeah. He's a very smart guy. I would say that. Yeah. I'm not sure he's ready to overtake Jason Black, but he's a very smart.
I don't know. He's doggone good. And Mr. Philosophical. His name is not Mr. Philosophical, but it's something like that. And he's very smart. He is very smart. He'll cook. He will cook.
Let me jump in.
Go ahead.
So I had a buddy from college. He's a 2-time national debate champion. So I was like, well, you know, how does it work? And he talks about framework. When you see a guy like Saint and Sinner, he's really good at framework.
Yes.
I had mentioned this before. Aaron's really good at framework.
Right.
So Aaron, when he don't have anything invested, he's like, I'm out. But Saint and Sinner wants to get the pot boiled. He wants to do things to make you get off kilter, and that's a very Rush Limbaugh thing.
Yeah,
it's called the ambush communication.
Yeah,
they let you say something, and they go, well, if you're saying, I'll give you an example. They'll say, well, if you like this, this, and this, then you like killing children. Wait a minute, that's not what I said. And then all of a sudden, you're trying to defend something you didn't say, and he already got the rope around your neck.
Right. And then there's some that can get up to Jason. There's some I would give him a close second, but that Mr. Philosophical, he's very good at what he do. Because I got on his panel one time, and he was very good at what he did.
Mr. Philosophical. I'm
Mr. Jesus, that's not his name. I know that's not it. He used to hang with musical producers and do that kind of stuff in the industry.
Yeah. I can't say I'm familiar with it. Email me his link, okay?
Yeah, I'll once I think of his name, I'll email you the link. Yeah, because he's very good too.
Project said they don't hold a candle to him. HQ.
you ain't heard Philosophical. You ain't heard him. This is a very intelligent dude. And that one dude that was on Lapeef show. The one dude, the light-skinned dude on the Lapeef show.
You talking about Bruiser?
No.
He's a new guy. Channel. You talking about Darwin?
No, he's a new guy. My video. No, the video that they had yesterday. Remember the video they did yesterday? And with JP was on there, and he cooked JP. He's very good with statistics. He's very good with.
Is he a bald-headed guy?
No. He's a really light-skinned guy.
He ain't light-skinned. Is he bald-headed though?
Mr. Something.
I'm not familiar with him. But
yesterday.
Hey, that was Q Butter panel. Mr. Fantastic and Jason Black was on.
Oh, Q Butter, I used to watch Q Butter too.
That was.
No, it ain't Bruiser. His name ain't Bruiser. This a young guy, a young guy who was on the panel yesterday, the Lapeef Network panel. He was on there yesterday, and him and what is his name? Him and JP went at it, and then what's the name said he couldn't stand him. Beans said, I can't stand you, but I gotta agree with you. It was the dude that Beans can't stand on that.
Yeah, Erica just said it was Bruiser. That's dark.
No, it's not Bruiser, Bruiser wasn't on the panel yesterday, unless he was on there earlier. This was the panel that was yesterday, not Tommy Sotomayor. So has Tommy Sotomayor went up against Jason Black?
No, he ain't went at him. It was just they had some stuff like a long time ago I heard about, but they ain't really went at each other like that though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But go ahead.
I will email you the name of Philosophical. I think it's Philosophical. The dude that was on the panel yesterday in Lapeef, who was having an argument with JP, and he was talking with Beans. Beans said he couldn't stand him. I can't remember his name. Very smart guy.
Yeah.
He's smart on his feet too. But yeah, I gotta look. Jason came on the job. Oh, Jason came. Okay. But this guy's name is Philosophy, Mr. Philosophy or something like that. And he's a dark-skinned guy, very, very smart. So I'm gonna email you that name. But give me your final thoughts, or we done got the final thoughts. But I'm gonna email you whatever I need to email you. But thank you guys because I gotta go eat. I really do.
Go ahead. Get something to eat.
Will you email me that as well? HQ?
Yeah. I as soon as I get his name,
check him out.
I have to go to another show to get his name. Because I don't know his name. I don't know how to look him up. So I got to go to another show and look through the shows because he's on the cover of this other guy's shows, and then I'll have the name and I'll email it to you.
We appreciate you, HQ. We appreciate you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, and I thank you all for showing up. Thank you very much. I will talk to you all a little later. dropping more content, doing what we got to do. But I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up. But I got to go eat.